at all circumstances, no matter what, good or bad. Feed into it, create mystery, create whatever. Just get them to talk about you. Just get them to say your name. That's it. Actually, well, we'll do them throughout the day. How about that? We'll just keep doing it. We're gonna keep the excitement there. So we'll just with the say my name photo, which is hilarious. Invested. All right, congrats, 3 of you guys. We'll do 5. We'll do batches of 5, 3x5s. None of the YouTube traders track the effect of a free account on a person's life. It's very true. There are some people here that have taken the giveaway accounts all the way to payout and have said this has been my big break. We've had that happen a lot. Harley keys keeps you coming on the stream. The mystery of the Harley keys, like whose keys are they? And the joke is like, who was IDOC banging in your office? And I was like, no. There wouldn't be a secret there. If she was banging somebody in my office, she would certainly tell me about it. We'd high five each other. We're freaky like that. That's because the joke was when y'all were like, who did she have in your office? And I was like, she would tell me. And then when she came in here, I was like, the guys in chat said, who did you have in my office who had the keys? She's like, well, you know, I would have told you. And I was like, I know. We were like on the same wavelength with that joke. It was hilarious. All right, is that 5? Spencer, 1092, congratulations. You guys are winning some Phidias Prop Firm account size, any size. So really appreciate that. Swinger Matt. Anyways. Alex, last winner. All right, we got to get ready to get started. 9 minutes to market opens, guys. Oxfeed212, type something in chat. We don't know. The guys in Phidias jumped in here and they offered a 15 account. By the way, Rocket Code is already ready. Hey, could you make it Rocket Scooter, Phidias, if you don't mind? If you can make it a few more letters, that'd be consistent with everything else. I would really appreciate that. So Rocket Scooter, yeah, I really appreciate you setting that up. Let me spell it for you. Yeah. not Rocket Scooter though, but although Rocket Scooter would be a fantastic name if I had a. If I had a scooter, I would put the word Rocket Scooter on it with the space there. Excellent. So, thank you guys, Phidias. We'll do batches and 5. So pre-market those that show up early. We always do a giveaway for y'all. All right, let's talk about this market today, right? Let's look at the data we got coming out. Big stuff. That's right, man. Get them to say your name. That's it. That's all that matters. People come to watch to see the shit show, then they go, oh, like this person really trades. Let's stick around. I'd say a lot of that free marketing has have to do with the virality, but I appreciate every other influencer out there for helping us grow. Okay. You're now officially the second largest futures trading stream in the world, which is cool. Guess you guys like live trading. I don't know. All right, today. New Year was great. So just to celebrate, in the last year, we went from 8,000 subscribers in January to finishing up the new year at 9,000. Let's see what we have. All right, 9,000. We started off at 8,000. We finished out the year with 92,996 subscribers on this channel. So we're, 7,000 subscribers shy of 100K, which is about how many subscribers we had last year to begin with. So that's crazy to see the growth. This is the second consecutive month of having over 1 million views. Per month, we had 1.2 million views last month, which completely blows my mind. So really excited to see the growth and what we can achieve. In 2025, I kind of got, immersed into the prop space world. We grew with a lot of our partners. A lot of our partners grew. You guys got to watch me do a lot of things. I went live with 3 prop firms. about to go live with the fourth. I got close to a world record payout with FundNX where they started capping payouts. I've taken well over, I think, $300,000-$400,000 from those guys so far. I got my quote unquote 80K, 77K, whatever it was from Tradeify and payouts to get live with those guys. I went live with My Funded Futures. I went live with Elite Trader Funding. I got a job at My Funded Futures on their TV show. I got offers to be on 3 prop TV shows. 2 of them was to be on the TV show in the morning, to be the lead anchor or lead person on the show, to run the long show to compete with the guys at Top Step. So they wanted me to go tit for tat and be their guy. Unfortunately, I do my stream in the morning. So in the afternoon is when I was available. And then I took over the afternoon slot, My Funded TV. And we are the one of the largest prop TV shows out there, which is right out the door. We built that up. So I had a really exciting 2025. Rocket Scooter had come out with a lot of neat things. The prior year, 2025, was mostly built on, we did the split screen charts. We did automated futures conversions, which converted your liquidity maps to futures, which you have to do that manually. And now we ended the year with the ARB indicator. We have to come up with a name for it. 2026's goals is going to be to build out the dynamic. Oh, in 2025, we struck up a handshake deal partnership with NinjaTrader and Tradeivate to get our stuff natively put in their platform via API. We had the tech meeting middle of December. These guys to build it out. So 2025 was a fantastic year for us. We did so much. When I'm going to the BDH, so the guys in Apex, I've been meeting with the team at Apex today. Apex is going to fly me out to New York with them, and then we're going to go out to Florida to go to Big Daddy Max's event. And while we're out in Florida, I'm going to go swing by and visit Pat if he'll have me. I just haven't traveled, dude. I haven't gone anywhere this year. I haven't got on a plane probably in 2025. I was workaholic to build. Oh, and then of course we built the prop website model last year as well. So Phidias offered 15 accounts to give away. We'll do 2 Phidias giveaways today to get going. All right, 4 minutes till the market opens. Let's talk about the market data coming out today. And so hopefully early, first quarter, we should have our stuff inside of NinjaTrader and Tradeivate, which, by the way, I need to give them the API documentation. We just finished that. Make a note for myself. Give Tradeivate the API docs. Good deal. So in the future, you'll be able to log into your Tradeivate, your mobile app, your NinjaTrader, and our tools will be inside of their mobile app, inside of their desktop app, which is huge. It's huge for us to expand Rocket Scooter just beyond our own platform. Okay, so going forward today, here it is, Friday. The S&P Global numbers, the manufacturing PMI is coming out 17 minutes, and that's pretty much it. Construction spending, balance sheet. I mean, maybe the market's starving for a catalyst. Who knows? We'll see if that does anything. Today's going to be a deciding moment for the market, though. Next week, we got the ISM numbers are coming out. So the manufacturing comes out Monday, ADP Wednesday. ISM non-manufacturing comes out on Wednesday as well. So manufacturing Monday, non-manufacturing Wednesday, jobs data, JOLTS data. Wow, Wednesday is going to be like a slap you in the face sort of day. That the JOLTS as well. It'll be a pretty big day coming out. And Thursday's your anything crazy here? Moderate trade balance. Nothing. Your normal Thursday data here, and then non-farms on Friday. So in Michigan Friday. So we got like pretty much a huge week next week. We'll see what this week is like. Just telling you guys, right? We've opened right outside DD Bands. You guys know the drill. DD Band itself, I can possibly take a long setup small. We know how I talk from boot camp. I could take a long setup small from there, but I don't want to do it. I want to wait. This market has just been a straight up move pre-market on really no news, right? Just resetting Friday, or I'm saying Friday, resetting Wednesday. So the goal is I'm going to wait on taking this trade on NASDAQ. Instead, we have a 30-point gap up on the S&P. So be very cautious here. I hate chasing these 30-point gap ups like this because you only have 20 points there and 30 points to fill. So the R&R is less than 1 on the range we can move. So If I include half gap as my support, then the trade becomes 2-to-1. So in this particular case, I can take a small long at the open. I don't know if I want to. If resilience comes out really stellar, I might. But at minimum, we're going to see where our pockets and stuff are. It's very likely all we're going to have is redistribution zone. And so the trade is likely to be long and then really long throughout the zone to bet on something like this to either trade back to there or the gap and go to run. So we'll see if I get anything like that. Really strong gap up on the S&P. We have replaced, quote unquote, what we call the speed indicator, the testing indicator, with now something called ARB. So remove speed from your thing if you're testing along with me. This is a test indicator. I don't know if it's what it's going to do, if it's going to be good. We reformulated the whole thing, and last night I'm dropping out a second beta version. So speed, remove it from your chart. Add the one that's called ARB. This is the second one. All right, I'm up 8,500 pre-market, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button, friends. We love you. We love that you guys are here with us every single morning. I could just do nothing and be okay with making some kind of money, but we're gonna wait and see what happens. Slightly dipping below the open. I can take a long S&P out the door, 68.5. Boy, I hate the fact that I can take a huge swing on this one. So I'm gonna get one contract long, just one on the gap up. We've got probably like 20 points of dip though. If I dip 20 points off of this, that's fine. I'll lose $1,000 of that. So my idea is, let me wait for all the data to come out. Holy shit, that's off the charts. Okay. That is certainly not right. That looks like the market cap number. Hold on. He's definitely missing a piece. The scale, the chart will be right, but the scale is off. This looks like the implied market cap amount. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh, perfect. So I'm good at this one with, okay, so I'm going to trade the pocket pretty simply. This is going to be a really easy setup today. So I got one. I'll get like 2 more, and then I'll buy like freaking 15 more there. So I'll just trade this the whole day. Pretty simple on that one. So the downside play will be, if I get on the other side of bear zone, I'll just cut out. 69.08. That's 20 points a drop on one. It's gonna be $1,000 down here. This will be 10 points on two, another 1,000. 2,000 drawn up, put me at 4,000 total. Still profit, so I should be good. Yep. No, speed is out. The arbitrage is out. Hold on. Oops. Rather than... This looks like we're plotting the market cap. Let me do this really quick. Hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere. I got to open up this super top secret spreadsheet here. She doesn't open up on the screen. All right, we're back. Perfect. Now we're dipping down here to the zones. All right, I'm gonna just dive right in at bear zone top, which is good. The pullback is gonna kill Matt. Oh, dude, I know $500, man. I don't know how I'm gonna make my Aston Martin payments after that. Jesus Christ. Just kidding. I paid cash for that car. It's a good place in life to cut someone a check for $315,000. You know what I'm saying? That's just life. Humble brag. That's not so humble though. Although it was always my dream car as I was getting older. COVID ruined my first opportunity to get one. Damn chip shortages out there. that pocket. I'm gonna play off pockets. So as soon as we get right inside of here, I'm gonna add to a little bit. Let me add a couple more at 69.10. We're close to it. Let me double check volatility really quick. Let me add one more there. Again, I'm just gonna play off the pocket. If I lose, and I'm out. So be careful. VIX is growing a little bit. Let me double check liquidity map on UVXY. Hold on here. It is definitely bullish-ish, so that's not the best setup. Like I said, I'm trading it really small at the S&P. I'm gonna start growing a position inside the pocket. I got my 3 now that I have. 1, I added 2 more on the overshoot, so I got a cost basis of 21, which is pretty nice, basically right here. So my cost basis right here at the bull zone. If we had bear zone pocket, I'm gonna smack it a little bit harder. Yeah. You got the Aston Martin, but still drive the RAV4 more. You know it, dude. Like, 100%. So yesterday and the day before, it's such a funny story. We went around. So we're looking for commercial properties now because right now, IDOC and I are opening a couple businesses now, and we went around shop for commercial properties, and IDOC decided to partake in a little bit of the good stuff. And so just driving around with her last night looking at commercial properties. I was driving, so I was not partaking, but we were shopping for commercial spaces. Taking the RAV4 out, just shopping around. We still drive that car just about everywhere. Ooh, we're getting right down to bear zone, baby. Look at the Dow. What's the Dow doing? Hold on. Let's get the pocket real quick. Dow's just collapsing. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so today's going to be a decisive year. So if today pulls back, we'll see. I'm going to get the trade right off the pocket. Should be good. I'll load that up to 5 right there. Let me. All right, let me add that in one of these funded Next accounts. Let me add in one of these here. Bum, 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 bum. Right. We'll be doing a giveaway in a second. The folks in Fidia stopped by to drop us a 15 account giveaway. Really, really, really cool. We're really appreciative of that. Bum, 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 bum. Well, hold that bull zone, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let her rip. Hang on to that. The ratio is dropping, but it's still above 70. Let me double check this really quick. Looks like he has the... Guys, smash that like button real quick. We'll be doing another giveaway in just a little bit. Let's see if we can get those thumbs up buttons closer to 850, 800 for the next one. So ignore the scale of the indicator because it looks like it's just looking at the implied market cap difference, but the indicator itself is correct. If I'm not mistaken, but he's looking into it right now. The fact that it's way off the charts by like factors of 1 million, that looks like that's the implied market cap, like the actual value of the index itself. All right, let's see how today pans out. All right, looks like it's pulling back just a teeny little bit. What's up, Josh? How you doing, man? The indicator called it's called ARB. I've talked about it a couple of times. We don't have a name for it yet, though. It's just needs a name for the list. You loaded, but you see nothing. Refresh your platform. PMI just a little bit. Correct. Yeah. So data this week. Uh, 4 minutes. Yeah. Losing DD band could be a big selling pressure, so be very careful today. Always with these upside moves too, we have to always calculate our red lines, right? So let's do that real quick. Let's do the Nasdaq first because it's the one that overshot the most. You guys know the drill here. We'll do that. Let's try to get this done before the PMI comes out. Nope, nope, nope. What about this one? That's a yes. All right. Let's move it. Where are we going to go to? You guys went to the class. Y'all know how to do this. And by the way, boot camp today as well, so don't forget. There we go. There's your impact line. Run link down here. 608. S&P. There we go. We're closer to the bear zone. Let the news just pop it lower, then I'll do something. We'll see. S&P is pretty much retraced half the distance. Remember, this is going to be defining, so this is going to let us know, are we bullish or bearish for the next month? And if I just take a little bit of a hit today on a bear day, then that's okay too. I'm just buying the dip at liquidity pocket, which is what I'm supposed to do, right? Take the bull side. DD ratio is falling. It's 0.6. Not as strong as it should be, but it's not terrible either. All right. We'll keep these handy on the side. 608 NASDAQ, 6906 S&P. All right. So S&P sort of supports here at 6908. So be careful, Nasdaq. Usually when you break DD band and you fail and reject against it, can turn into a big selling day. So be careful. Nasdaq doesn't hang on to this. So here, when that news comes out, probably going to be like a flip to there and hold. I'm okay with that. If I lose this, then I just don't do anything for the rest of the day. Let the market just die on itself. It'll be fine. Bum, ba, dum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Yeah, I feel good. Resilience is still negative though on Nasdaq, which is kind of crazy because we were at the gap fill area. Where's the close on Nasdaq though? Did I cover it up? What the heck is it? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we don't have close price. That could be where the error is coming from. Where is today's the open, but we don't have, where's the close from yesterday? Where's the half gap? It's missing all of it. Yeah, I'll have to manually do it. Whatever. We'll just kind of eyeball it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let her rip. News coming out. See if anything fantastic is happening here. Yeah, came in as a wash. Nothing fancy there. All right. Well, looking solid. Let's go, baby. I don't believe in bear market. Bull market. Let's go. Friends, don't forget to smash the like button here. You don't have the redistribution box. Yeah, well, because holidays. The conversion isn't there. If you need it, I think it might show in SPY. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, so we'll show in the equities. Futures, there's a bug. That's the problem is that when you have holidays and futures, we haven't fixed the bug on the conversion of the futures. So just use your liquidity map for equities. Futures is a little more complicated because you can't just say, hey, give us the futures equivalent close price, please, at the time the equities market closed. It's not possible. So we have to create something that's like, in case of holiday, grab the equities. Equities, when you ask for close price, it knows the last close price's previous close price, which is always including a holiday. The data feed provides it to you that easily. Somebody in chat says, I said the market was going to slaughter gamblers. The market is still slaughtering gamblers. And then the mods somehow removed that. They didn't like that you said that, apparently. Market always slaughters gamblers. Who's it slaughtering, though? I think everybody here's doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm fucking crushing it. I like making 10K before my breakfast gets cold. That's kind of nice. Fuck yeah. All right, let's go. Let me close out that on the next NASDAQ trade. Cool. All right, I got $10,000 on that account. Let me... Hold on. Woo! Fill the gap on S&P. Going to close that out as well. God, man. We make it look so easy, don't we? I know, but can't forget that December whooped my ass pretty bad. You always got to laugh at yourself a little bit. Sometimes it's bad, but then sometimes it's good. All right, let me chill with you guys. All right, like I said, I closed out back at the gap fill with negative resilience. You know what I mean? On that. That was really nice. I'll take this from here to there. Now, if it does hold the open, the 1A trade is a small trade to continue going outside of DD bands on NASDAQ. So I hate trading this far out of bounds. Woohoo! Right. All right. Study the numbers. 10,002 on the real money account today. Ready? Here's the numbers. This was at 12,000. These are all my funded X funded accounts. Or sorry, 2,000. It's now at 12,000. So that one also hit a 10K. This is my my legacy, my world record accounts, you know, those guys. They're not world record anymore. It's payouts along the way, but you know the drill. So I'm up 22,000 so far. Not bad. At least on the first opening play, which is good. Man. Somebody like, all y'all was bullish. Listen to this guy talk. All y'all, let me write down. Ready? Look, everybody close your eyes. Look, all y'all was, this is what Farina removed. Hold on, wait, this is what was written. All y'all was bullish. I think this guy teaches English at a fucking community college or something. Listen to this. I already know what I was gonna do. All y'all was. All y'all was bullish. I knew it was bearish. Anyways. Anywho. In Texas, we would say all y'all were bearish. We wouldn't say was. We would use the correct form of the word were. I use the word y'all every other sentence, though, being a Texan. All y'all is plural. By the way, so the funny thing about Texas, right? So, fuck yeah, dude. All right, where are my bulls in chat? We got apparently the person out there who's bearish, knows how the market's going to move. We should listen to them next time. Y'all, okay, so in Texas, right? You, when you say you to somebody, you're talking you as you. If you want to talk to a group of yous, like group of people, you can say you all, like you all, which is weird enough as it is, right? Instead of all of you, we just say you all. And then we started saying y'all. And so y'all means a group of people. However, if you really want to emphasize talking to the group of people and beyond, you can say all y'all, which somehow is even stronger than y'all, but it still mathematically encapsulates the same amount of people because y'all is all of y'all. So all y'all or you all or y'all is one thing, but we can say, hey, y'all coming? All y'all get in the truck. And it's more than y'all. It's more than you all, apparently. So we say all y'all. All y'all better get in the house or Grandpa pulls the switch off the tree. And we say it's the rest of y'all. Get in the truck. All y'all better get out of the pool right now. Makes no sense. We say it all the time. All y'all. I'm a native Texan, but that is Texas lingo there. All y'all stands for all you all. It's exactly what it stands for. All right, Phidias prop firm giveaway number 2. You guys do me a favor while we're chilling here. All y'all was though. Now if all y'all is backwards enough, at least we say all y'all were short. Well, at least say we're still fancy and formal with the rest of our English. We would never say all y'all was. All hail the Republic of Texas. All right, guys, type it one more time. I'm gonna clean up. You have to type it again now. So I just deleted everybody. Start over. Starting exactly now. Type it again. Phidias. Folks, if friends over Phidias Prop Firm came over here and tossed us 15 accounts to give away today to start off the new year. Very cool of them. Which website should you open a prop account with? The favorites around here are, well, according to our model, Take Profit and My Funded Futures are the 2 highest ranked prop firms in existence right now. Well, the ones we input in there. But they're all good. Depends on what you like. If you like end of the day drawdown accounts, you can't go wrong with those two, with My Funded Futures. If you like the good payout system, quick pack the payout, all that stuff, Take Profit is like the fan favorite for value that you get. It's the highest prop firm value as well. Those two are pretty much goated. Apex comes in as the cheap side of things, was also ranked very high, but has trailing drawdown as a downside. Then you got Tradeify is all around just average good in all categories. So it's like Some of them are stellar in one category. Tradeify is good in all of them. Like a well-rounded prop firm. Phidias is another prop firm out there. So they jumped in to chat this morning and offered 15 accounts to give away. We'll click the little spinny wheel just one more time while we're waiting. You guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. It's only at 5:38 with about 1,100 viewers here. I'm digging it. So pretty decent run up here, at least today. All I did was close a gap fill because resilience was negative. So what's today's update? Let me tweeter this. What'd you guys do for New Year's this year? Oh, actually, wait, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Just type Phidias. All right, spin the wheel. The conversion doesn't grab the close price when it converts to futures. You still have half gap in everything in all your stocks and equities. See how it's here? I just haven't, because it's so infrequent. We're doing so many things right now. I haven't pivoted my team to like, hey, fix it. You know, so you can just manually do it. Okay. So everybody here, if you do me a favor, click the thumbs up button below the stream. I will spin the wheel the moment it touches 700. Release the dynamic MHP, please. That's coming out as soon as this little guy is finished right here. So how we doing? 621. Oh, guys, y'all can do better than that. Yeah, I don't know if y'all like the giveaway. I'm gonna count to 30. Between now, let's see if we're there. Are we there? Between now and 30 seconds from now, if we don't have 80 more likes, I'm going to delay the giveaway. I don't know, guys. I know the drill. We have to be lame and beg for likes here. What's the total? Poke it. Tap it. Tap it. Everybody, 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 do the like button. Poke it, touch it, smother it in baby oil, smack it. Have a little freak off with it. Where's all the honey entertainments? Yeah, where are the bots now when you need them? You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all are getting close enough. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are funny. Yeah. Get a little freaky with it. Okay, let's go. Day trading with Diddy. Diddy trading with Matt. No, I didn't watch the Stranger Things finale yet because I was partying on New Year's, but we were gonna go see it at the theater if it's still showing, just to have the experience. So don't spoil it for me yet. Wakaneo, type something in chat. So the winners, I'll tell you in a minute how to claim your prize. I forgot to tell you earlier. Read Slacks' DM. All right. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. Thanks, Slacks. Hold on. Oh, all right. Hold on. I gotta go. I gotta go sign up for this. Hold on. Thank you. Alrighty. Appreciate our. Let me get this over here real quick. Oh, all right. Okay. Yep. All right. All right. Let me line all this up here. I think you guys are helping me. Y'all are so great at like telling me to read Slack's DMs and stuff. I love that y'all are helping me on chat. Mark football. Anyways. I love you guys. Y'all are so helpful to me. All y'all are so helpful to me. Mark, type something in the chat, buddy. Sub X2. Oh, thank you. All y'all. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, all y'all are so helpful today. See, the guys are getting it anytime. So, guys, by the way, see how Farina and the folks here will type at Rocket Scooter AI like multiple times and spam a message to me like this? This is what I need to be helpful. You need to get my attention for something. You need to at me and then like spam it in chat real quick, and I'll pay attention. I'll see it because there's like a stream of chat. Y'all are so helpful. I love it. See, y'all help me with my ADHD here. Crushing calls and crushing catfish. That's what y'all do in Nolan. There you go. Cajun Woolies, what's up, man? We're probably distant cousins, dude. I'm Cajun on both sides of the family. We used to do, oh man, we have crab boils, crawfish boils. Sit outside, grandma have a bowl of boiled peanuts. Y'all ever had boiled peanuts before? I don't know if you guys are. Hold on, how many are we done here? 5. Oh, only one person came. I don't know if you guys here is like backwoods as my family is, but if y'all had boiled peanuts before? Cajun thing. I don't know if anyone else does it, but Cajun thing. Take peanuts, boil it in water until the whole thing becomes soft and mushy. The peanut, the shell, everything. You just eat it. Is Ida Cajun? No, she's Vietnamese, but Vietnamese Cajun is like the trend for like the hottest crawfish trend right now in the country. The Vietnamese have created a crawfish variant, seasoning variant or style. That's now all the rage in Texas. Boiled peanuts are amazing. I know, right? That was us when we were kids. Did you ever get hit with the switch that you picked? No, my dad's dad probably made him get beat with the switch. My grandpa was a little more modern, a little more efficient. He just used the belt. Peanuts and Coke, though. I hear people with peanuts and Coke. Is tailgating food? Oh yeah, 100%. Good stuff. Declare belt. Grandpa would like, you take the belt, you fold it over. You have kids, you ever do this to like scare your kids instead of like, punishment, you want your kid to like shape up. Take your belt, fold it over, and then you push it together where it like pops up in a bow, and you just pull it and it goes pa pa pa. Oh, that noise, man, triggers me when I was a kid. Every time my grandpa was a Marine, he was a 2-time Purple Heart winning Marine. He went to World War II and got shot in the fucking heart, and he comes back and gets on a plane and goes out and fights the Korean War on top of that. Grandpa was a tough ass dude. And so imagine getting shot in the heart and coming home and being like, well, telling his wife, I'm heading back out. Where you going? It's another war. See ya. Grandpa, tough dude. So anytime I fucked up as a kid, and it included he didn't care about my dad that much, my mom though. If I ever talked back to my mom, oh, Papa would let us know. Gramps was a G, dude. He was. He was a really, really, really nice guy too. Like he was a politician in his later years in the city we lived in. He was on city council and stuff. Very well respected in the community. Nice, lovely guy, but you cross him though. Oh, as a kid. Pah. Matthew. Shit. What did I do? Oh, when I got caught smoking when I was in junior high. Oh. Ooh. I'll pop up my ass for that one. He did. My other grandpa on my dad's side was a prison guard, and he was also he was a Navy guy. He fought World War II in the Navy. So both my grandpas were military. In his later years, him and some of my uncles were prison guards at Huntsville State Prison, which is Texas' big prison. So my grandpa would ride around on a horse with a shotgun and guard the chain gang while they clean up the highways. So they were both some tough ass dudes, or they were pretty smart. I would say that they were smart. They come from the era though, where you didn't really, you know, in their child, like when you got out of high school, you went to war. I mean, that's the world they came from. So it's like they didn't gear their lives towards going to college or anything like that. So, but I think every my family's fairly intelligent. And I know that because my dad didn't go to college. He's very smart at math. He taught me a lot of what I knew. He didn't go to college or anything. Well, he worked at AT&T, right? And when he was early on, they had this like aptitude test where you can just take a test and then qualify for management positions. My dad got the highest score in the company. So like they promoted him to executive management without a college degree. I remember sitting there at the dinner table with my dad, going over the study books, sitting there with him. So my family's naturally like smart. They're just not like, college bound sort of thing like that. But they're all, whatever they ended up doing, they were good at. Apparently my grandpas were great at kicking ass. So that's what they were smart at. St. M's, type something in chat. My grandpa had like a hole, it shot him in the back. So he got a hole, like a skin flap in the back. Bullet just went in and came out. Crazy, right? Imagine that happened to you and you get suiting up and being like, all right, well, let's do this again. So he's like, there's another war, guys. My grandpa's like, let's fucking go. He's running around like, out there on the Korean peninsula, popping his belt, scaring everybody off. It's all right. But that's what my family's like. They're both Cajun on both sides of the family too. My mom's mom was the only one that wasn't French. So my dad's mom and dad were both Cajun French. My mom's mom was Cajun French. My Marine grandpa, when I was talking about, he was a Irish, Scottish sort of mutt, mix of all things, Welsh, Irish, Scottish sort of. Tell Charlie to go pick him a switch. Yeah. But like the nicest guys ever, the best grandpas ever, real supportive. My other grandpa, the one that's a prison guard, I'll never forget. Remember, the time I got caught smoking when I was in 7th grade was the first time I ever got in trouble. Like in trouble in school. I was always like a well-to-do kid. I was always the most likely to succeed. I was the kid that was like, when I was 12, I took the SAT and got a perfect score. So like, that's what my life was like. And then I was 13, I got in-school suspension for smoking on campus and skipping school to do it. And I got my ass whooped so many ways from so many different people. My other grandpa, my dad's dad, remember driving to McDonald's on the weekend from the drive-thru, and he turns over and looks at me and he's like, he was telling me like, what's going to happen to you, you son of a bitch, with the shit you're doing right now. He's like, you don't know what I see. You ever see what happens when another man bends another man over? And he describes sodomy to me in a most vicious, bloody sort of thing. To say he's like, I got some guys I can recommend. The minute you walk into the pen, I'll have you celled up right with him the first heartbeat, and this guy will make you his bitch. And I'm just like, you know what it's like in prison. You're gonna end up in prison one of these days, boy. Like, oh God, Grandpa. Oh, he was like scare tactic, like military style. He's like, you want one of these, you want Bubba to do that to you? No, Grandpa, I don't want to do that. Yeah. So he liked to do the military scare tactic thing. I never forgot. I'm like crying in the car in a McDonald's drive-thru. I'll quit smoking. I'll never do it again. Big old fat sweaty Bubba comes off the yard. His friends are holding you down. Point taken, yeah. Super Mario Sunshine 88. But yeah, so I did come from actually a very healthy family. I was just a shithead kid sometimes. I went through a phase. All I got out of the phase pretty quickly in high school, but in junior high, I went through a phase of hanging out with the wrong crowd. That's for sure. That make you squeal like a piggy. Yup. Okay, so looks like I was right to like get out of the trade pretty quick. I'm gonna, like I said, today's gonna be a very decisive day. I don't want to take the liquidity pocket second time here. Near the session lows. Well, yeah, for today, I'm kind of the way it's looking. I think today's gonna make the decision of re-rallying or not. Honestly, on a DD band break and fail, this is not a long op from here. So remember, when you break and fail, a lot of times this is a rejection trade to sell off. So be very careful. Sunshine, type it in, baby. Type it in, type it in. About that time, we decided to 68.80. I probably said, is that enough people? How many we do there? Wait. Hold on. Are you guys just like not here or something when I've spin the wheel? What's going on here? 2 people have claimed the prize. What's going on? Couple more. Okay, I'm not in any trade right now. I've made a little over 20 G's just chilling. I took the long out of the way. Now we're rejecting liquidity pockets pulling back. Here we go really quick. Oops, hold on. Thank you, sir. All right, congrats, Rod. Oh. GJ BBJ U BIYUU Jijibijibu. How Jijibijibu Jijibijibu. Type something in chat. Good job, bad boy. GJBB, that's what I'm gonna call you. Okay, how many is this right now? Is this, okay, one more. I think that name comes to that because somebody's like, pick a name, right? And he's like, I don't follow society's norms. Good enough. Switch between his other 98 accounts. I know. Last one. Thank you guys over at Fidius offering us 15 just accounts of any size, I guess. We'll get the logistics set up so you guys can have those. We got to get everything set up first. So give us a day, maybe by today. If not by today, tomorrow we'll have it all set up. That's exactly what he did. Vendor 101. There you go. I'm gonna call him Gigi Boo Boo. All right, I think that's 5 of you guys. Okay. All right, congrats. We'll do another one in just a little bit. We're gonna wait right now. Let's get back to the trading charts here. Like I said, I had this is the total for today so far. About like 23 or something. I got in mostly on the long side today. Okay, by the way, the server's being restart for the new indicator to take place, to take effect. So I'm gonna be down for a little bit. All right. Man, it's such a busy, like, y'all don't realize what half of my life is like. Streaming to you guys, trading, doing the giveaways, managing all that. Right now, I just did a code review. Just very quickly, I just reviewed the code, and I'm sending announcements to you guys about resetting the server. It's like a multitasking craziness. And what you know what's crazy now, I'm certifiably diagnosed ADHD, right? I'm severely ADHD as a kid growing up. I used to have to, like, essentially Adderall is what saved my life, college, you know. But these days, I don't take anything anymore. So I've created a healthy solution to ADHD, believe it or not. A drug-free way to do it. Those of you that won the account giveaway, here's the rules. You need to go to the Discord. You need to go to the Consist channel and locate an admin named Slacks. Send Slacks a message with your screenshot of your YouTube ID. Also with the email that you have with the Phidias prop firm. So sign up for these guys, give them the email that you have, and then those two things, he'll do the logistics into the account. So the drug-free solution to ADHD, I will tell you, here's the drug-free solution. Remember, I was in college, I almost flunked out my first semester because I didn't know how to study. So I started, let's start with the punchline. It's a chemical engineering degree, and I have 90% of biology degree. I was third in my class, graduated cum laude with honors. I was kicking ass in college. Okay. But before, in high school, I was kicking ass at a high school level by the age of 12. Like, I was learning calculus in middle school. So high school was always boring to me, and I was showing up for the tests, and I never had to study in high school, because I did all my studying as a kid. And high school was like a huge review for me of what I already knew. Nothing in high school was new knowledge for me. So anyways, when I got to college, I kind of took the same approach. Let me just show up to class and take the test. Well, it turns out engineering is pretty fucking hard, even if you're smart. It's not something you just show up to and get A's on your test. So, I found out that, being ADHD was a big part of learning that in college. I got an Adderall, and I hired a tutor and taught me how to study. And I started making straight A's after that. I never did homework, never did anything. That's probably why I started smoking when I was 13. I was probably already bored with life. So anyways, the way that you get over your ADHD is not a disease of your brain. ADHD is an untapped superpower that you haven't figured out how to harness yet. The problem people have ADHD, from my experience, is that they don't know how to focus. It's because what's in front of them is something that they don't care about. But if you take something that somebody cares about and loves and passionately loves, and you put that in front of an ADHD person, it unlocks a superpower where they not only love it, they excel at it, they obsess over it. They need the right thing to obsess over. So you got kids that are ADHD. Find the thing that they love, and it will fix them, and they will focus on it. I love what I do. I love trading. I love building stuff. I love building platforms. I love micromanaging prop firms, My Fund of Futures TV show, code reviews, check-in math, trading live. It's a million things. I love it all, and I'm focused like a fucking hawk. It's crazy. I can't do anything else that I don't like. But the thing is if I don't like it, I don't do it. And so I found out that I didn't enjoy studying. That's why I didn't do it, because it was boring to me in high school. But then once I started studying in college and realizing, oh my God, I'm finally learning something new for the first time, I was excited about it. Problem is when you learn calculus when you're 11 years old, you ACSAT when you're 12, you get invited to all these college talent programs and shit. High school's a breeze when you go back to algebra. And I'm like, I learned algebra when I was 9 years old. Like, this class is boring. So what I'm gonna do is smoke in the bathroom with my friends. You know what I mean? Like, it was because it was boring. It wasn't new. So I needed some kind of stimulation, new challenge to kind of help me get through it. So anyways, ADHD, the drug-free way to do it is just to find something you love doing. And you just haven't found it yet. And when you find it, you're gonna latch on to it. Your brain wants to latch on to something. It's hyper-focused to do it. But you're in front of an environment that you just don't care about. Anyways. You love DJing, bro. That's it. Maybe just love DJing. But like Adderall in my later years in life just like fucks with your body so much because it's a stimulant. I mean, it's like coffee or whatever, but a million times more powerful. Can I get my liquidity maps pop up? Come on. Server rebooting here. The liquidity maps disappear for you guys because they're not showing up for me. Oh, here we go. Let me see if it just pops up in a second. There we go. But ADHD, dude, is an untapped superpower. We're breaking MHP now on that. See, I was telling you guys, today's a decisive day. This is pretty bad. So breaking MHP, there's a short side trade on the bottom if one were bearish. On the bull side of this, one can take a trade on the MHP bounce. So let me try just one. I'm going to take one contract and that's it. Like, even this mofo light. We'll grab a couple here too. Well, maybe I'll do it with a 2 spot. It should pop up now. Jiggle it a little. You know what I'm saying? Like, switch tickers a little bit. Jiggle it a little bit. If you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it. So y'all know that, you know the rules, guys. My dad was such a jokester. He used to say shit like that all the time. If you take, like, I remember we went to the Astros or something, take us to the bathroom, you know, my brother and I go in there in the stall. I just remember my dad, like, hurry up. If you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it. All right. Jiggle it a little. That looks like they came up. I switched to equities and switched back to futures. This MHP bounce liquidity pocket. Got 2 setups here. MHP resilience is positive. Bear zone top also here. I'm not betting on a rally bounce from here, but this is the one place I can make a play from if there's a play. Your dad said the same shit. Oh, it's so funny. It's such a dad thing to say. All right, let's go. Let's bounce MHP. So MHP support, strong possibility of holding. Kind of overshooting a little bit. Just be careful because volatility is running away a little bit. I said I'm just gonna a 2 spot. I'm not gonna go with this any heavier than this. Although it's a really strong probability of a bounce. VIX tailing up here, yeah. So let's look at this. Key levels. Let me pull up the larger charts for these, you know, red lines. Clearly we fall into both red lines here and here. And if this is big sell-off month, and this is the month that determined that, and we found out, remember I told you guys this could be a day just like this, then I'll take $1,000 loss and just pull the plug, no big deal. MHP break is an irrational market that will crash out. So we got overnight dynamic. We also have MHP lining up at exactly the same spot here. Oh, nice. The arbitrage indicator now is a respectable number. Perfect. It's now what I want to see. It is a number now. The scale is going to be fucked up because of the earlier version. But look at the number, 24 and 4. And it's negative. The indicator is fixed. Perfect. It's the amount of distance that the index is lagging behind the implied value. So it's now exactly what we wanted to see, a number, 4.8, 24 points. So when it's negative, expect it to fall. Good. You have to have futures data for your indicator to work, by the way. This is an FYI. Let me add one more for a 3 spot. Let me do a 5 spot on my fund index. I'll do 3 here and 5 there. Just to bounce in here because you've got like 70, 80 points, at least a yellow. But remember, yellow line break is also very big, so be very careful this doesn't crash underneath your feet. I've got a 40-point stop on this from 76 all the way up to 60. It's a 90-point to 40, so it's 2.25 to 1 reward to risk, which ain't so bad. I could hit it hard, but we'll just see here. Can you bring speed back? This is speed. This is what speed was meant to be, by the way. So it's now fixed. Speed has some errors in it. This is the final version of speed. That's what it is. We don't have a name for it yet. But the funny thing is that the earlier version has bugs in it. So the scale is all wacky because it's actually, he actually was plotting the implied market cap difference. So the market cap difference was like in, you know, tens of millions of dollars instead of plotting the index difference. So the scale is off, but you can see off, if you put your mouse over here, you see it says like -20 and like -4 and stuff. It's fighting here to stay alive, and it's actually very violent. And I normally, in this mode, I get a little worried about it. But MHP, bear zone top with DD ratio greater than half. We got MHP right here with MHP resilience greater than 0. It could be a really strong bounce point. So I am grabbing it with this one. A couple more accounts here. Let's play with this one as well. All right, friends, hit that like button again. We're going to keep doing giveaways all day today. Phidias Prop Firm came in chat and offered us 15 accounts to give away. We've got, you know, our traditional lineup of, you know, 3 to 5 to do on top of that. Every single day we do giveaways. We do more prop giveaways here than any other stream out there, believe it or not. We give away about 1,000 accounts every month. You're between like 5 and 15 every day. So you guys that are just tuning in, forget to sub to the channel. Come on, market. Let's hold that image, at least for a bounce here. So all I'm expecting at best, is something like this. We hit that interrupt. I'll probably take the whole thing out because the interrupt is there and the bull zone is not much further than that, maybe 18 more points. Where I'm at with NinjaTrader. We had to finish our API documentation and get that over to them. So my developers finished the API documentation on Monday. Holidays, I haven't had a chance to get over to them. So they asked for our API docs so they can merge up with what we're doing, and then so we're going to send that over to them. Let's go. I got a 5 spot in my Fund Index account. I got a 2 spot in another Fund Index account. I got a 3 spot here on the big account. Let's roll it. MHP, dude. Such a strong pivot, dude. All lined up here on the dot. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go. Funded next. Funded next. Let's run it up. Got illiquidity pocket. RB straight from here could go probably out with bulls on it. I don't know though how much it's going to pivot, but I'm just going to keep scalping this little range here. All right, that 5 spot looking pretty solid there. Let me start. Again, this is just a kind of a crazy little environment here. I'm being such a pussy today, I know. Let me trim that out. Let me trim this to a runner as well. My stop is always 40 points below my last entry on this. I'm going to close at the interrupt right at yellow. Again, this market just being stupid like it is. Let's take that profit. And we're close enough on the screen candle. Let's take it. Let's take it. Let's take it. Man, that was quick. God, man, we're so good at this. We're so good at this, baby. All right. Let's add to it. I think I'll probably be done for the day. Let's let it simmer down and see what's going to happen here. This market's all over the place. How much is that? 25. Wait, 14. 26, 6, 27, 27, 7, 28, 29, 30K. Let's go. Pat broke his monitor. Wait, what happened to Pat today? Is he all right? Pat's good peeps. I like Pat a lot. He broke his monitor. He raged quit. Bro, I have days like that too, I'll tell you. You gotta remember that. I have days like that too. It sucks. I honestly, y'all don't know how bad I wanted to rage quit on this day, dude. I'm gonna tell you, I feel it happens, man. I was getting heckled so much on that day. Oh god, trolls were on fire to me that day. They were gonna let me rest. Was this the day? I don't remember which day was it. Y'all know the day. Does this say right here? I was down like 75K or whatever, and I wired 75K into the account. I told yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna pad the account back to 100 because I was trying to take big swings with the 100K account, right? Because I do this account partitioning thing. So basically, I keep it at 100. If I go down, I put more in, and if I go up, I take more out. I just kind of balance it around there. Oh boy, it was this day right here. Yeah, this day. I bought it. MHP didn't work. Bought it Pocket didn't work. Bought it MHP didn't work. Bought it DD Band didn't work. $20,000+ loss on each trade. Oh god, I would have. You don't know how bad I just wanted to like move my mouse over and quit the stream and just go cry in a pillow at some point. I feel you, dude. It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us, man. I got like that day that's the worst trade day I had all year for sure. But it's like every one of my pivots failed. Like, see how we fell to MHP and there's a bounce and I made some money on the way down? Imagine it just fell and then held and then fell and then held and then fell. That's what that day was like for me. Y'all know how bad I wanted to just like click the button to end the stream myself, man. I was like, I gotta push through this, man. I was like, if I end the stream, they're gonna hate me even more. I gotta stick with it. That was my first day watching. This isn't a lot of money to me. Move 75K more. I know. I was, and now I got the account back to 170 from the 95 or 90. It was like 92, I think, before Christmas break. So I managed to put like 80K back on top of it. So I made most of it back from that day, but that day was brutal. And it was like, because normally what you expect to happen is exactly what you happen here. Even if the market dies out, you still get your strong pivots and they still pivot off of it with no fear. The market's fallen down and I caught this leg, right? It's a really common play, but somehow in those 2 weeks, y'all remember, it was like doing that. There was no power because nobody was buying anything else. There was no rotation, just like a flat end of the year nosedive. So the arbitrage indicator right now, oh guys, look how quick it is. It's now positive. Okay, hold on, wait, let's look at it. The scale is a little weird because let me just try to zoom in on the scale where it is now because it still has the error. So we fixed the bug. There we go. So now it's going to tell you the arbitrage distance between the index and whatever. So like now it just went back to being negative, right? So is this the end of the up cycle? It's going to turn on and go down more. This is using that portion of resilience, which is the sensitivity portion of it. All right, so right here, well, it's actually lined up with that candle. So like right here, the S&P at this point at 933 at this candle, the ARB indicator started pulling back down. So when I exited my trade for the most part. You love the steel mat? Start of the year, W start of the year. Appreciate that. You purchased the course and didn't understand it? Oh yeah, well we do boot camp. You can come to the live sessions after market close, so. Losing the 100K, whatever, that was a great lesson for the trader. The total amount was like, that day was, I think by the end of the day, it was close. I think on the stream, it was 75 to 90, somewhere in there. I don't remember. But I was like, yeah, I'll put another 75 in and add it back up. The indicators, Lars, are not available in TradingView. Does the ARB indicator not show you the data from before having it displayed? It doesn't. So it just shows the data from the server, which we had just have for now. So the example is this morning there was a bug. He was displaying the wrong indicator, or sorry, the wrong value, and therefore the scale is way off. So if you guys are looking at ARB, you need to zoom way in on the scale. So he was plotting the implied market cap difference, which was in the billions. And so now we've adjusted it to be the futures price. So right now, when it's negative, what it's basically telling you is that futures are ahead of the actual implied price. When it's negative, it means the futures are trying to push lower. So as you see, whenever it peaks out and starts pulling back, I had a 4-minute head start to decide, okay, let me take profit. The thing is like, as we're pushing up at the interrupt and ARB is pulling back, the question becomes, is this useful for us to see that the index is overshooting the futures are overshooting the index itself, and the futures are getting ahead of itself. And so see how now like it popped way up higher. So the question becomes, is it even useful? And we don't know anything about what it's supposed to do. The idea becomes, can I use it for pivoting? And so an example is, okay, now we're approaching bull zone and it's actually really positive. Could I jump back in on the long here? Could I trade at the bear zone reclaim because it's going up? And the difference now is 29. So now Nasdaq is 29 points behind its implied value. And so if things were to go, can I get another 29 points on Nasdaq from here? So I could say I could take an R&R trade of 29 points on bull zone reclaim, take it up a little bit heavier. See how it gives you the actual number of points now. So now this is like a test trade. I'm going to play around with it and just see if I can get something cool out of it. Second leg up, bear zone, bull zone. Can we get this run from here to here? Like I said, I want to observe it and see if it tells me anything. Can I get from here to here with the 10-point stop? This is basically one-to-one trade. Oh, oops. I grabbed it in Nasdaq. Whatever. Same trade. Same trade. All right. Let me draw an impact line here. 617. We reclaim yellow line, which is good. Let's run it. Come on, get a second bounce there, baby. ARB is telling me it's still a go, so let's see. Let's see if that bad boy's still a go. Let's play with it. So bear zone, bull zone reclaim, RB's trade, you guys know the drill here. I went ahead and grabbed 10 contracts on my Funded Next account. I don't know if I like having 10 though. I'm being a little overeager there. Oh, never mind. I love it. Okay. Excellent. Up to red. I'm so nervous having 10 though. Let me close it back down to 2. All right, hold on. Leg number 2. Okay, ARB is pulling back. Let me take the profit. I don't know. I'm just being a wuss with this ARB thing. Let me just take that other $1,000 there. Let me take the profit on that scalp. There we go. Yeah, that's now 18,000 here. So that was another 5 grand, I think. Whatever it was before. Nah, I'm not even playing. I should be playing the other accounts now instead of that one. I took 25 points of it. Yeah, I don't know. The ARB pulled back, so let me see if I'm being a little nervous about it. I'm trying to use this to see if it's usable live. One thing to observe it, but it's another thing to use it, right? I want to use it to see if it's useful in practice. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. So we did correct the value, which is really nice. It's telling me if the index is leading or lagging behind the implied value. So ARB here is fantastic. So what we do, it's really neat. So I closed here, the long, and there's red candles right before I closed. So you see how it's useful in that sense. What I'm actually doing, let me pull up an Apple chart or NVIDIA. Let me find something that's in the middle, kind of show you the difference. If I exit exactly the right spot, this shit will be goated. We'll see. Experimental indicator they came up with while drunk at a wedding. Well, I already came up with it a long time ago. It's part of resilience, but the idea to bring it out on its own. There we go. Like, okay, here's an example. Let me pull a stock that's in the middle. The S&P is negative now, right? So we could be pulling back. It's a leading indicator, by the way, because let me tell you what it does. It's really cool. No, I don't have any examples of something in the middle from the big. So I think IWM is in the middle. No, so let me teach it to you now. I don't have a video teaching, but let me tell you what it does. Okay. So does everybody here understand how gaps work, right? So an example, this is IWM. IWM opens, so it's the Russell ETF, right? We opened here at 9:30 this morning. We closed here at 4 p.m. Friday or Wednesday, whatever. So this is the gap up, right? So what ARB actually does is an arbitrage indicator. And what it looks at is anytime the market opens and closes at a certain place, right? There's high volume at the open and close. That's just how basically markets work. You have MOO, MOC orders that cause a lot of market maker activity. Because institutions are buying and selling right at the open and close. So there's high amounts of buyers and sellers. Buy, sell, buy, sell. So a big sink of traders, right? We call it liquid and liquid. And buyers and sellers are all at one spot. The market's very liquid. So half gap is a halfway spot between the open and close, right? So IWM in this example gapped up and half gap is a place in the middle. If it's liquid here and liquid here, then it's extremely liquid there, okay? So remember, on closing print on MOC, the market maker fills millions and millions and millions of dollars with the orders like a snap, all kinds of buyers and sellers at one price. That's that big volume spike at the start and the end of the day. Okay. So what happens is when a stock is sitting at the middle, it's perfectly harmoniously balanced between yesterday's close and today's open. Buyers and sellers are in harmony. But if all stocks were in the middle, the idea is that the resilience indicator, ARB indicator, would be 0. If, for example, one stock like NVIDIA was to move right to there, like a little tiny bit, and all the other 500 companies stayed flat. What ARB does is it says, well, if NVIDIA is raising price, the postulate that every time market makers will raise their price, they're looking for sellers. Anytime they lower their price, they're looking for buyers. So if they're looking for sellers, the question is, where are they? We already demonstrated earlier that sellers are on both sides of the box. So sellers are going to be here. So arbitrage is that if NVIDIA, for example, were just to move this much, then the SPX would also move a certain amount weighed by the market cap of NVIDIA, right? But the question is, if NVIDIA were to complete its move, we call it the implied value, the move that hasn't happened yet, then NVIDIA potentially can move X number of points. In this case, IWM can move that much number of points. Therefore, the SPX that we have has an actual future value that it can have called the implied value. So the actual value is the real value of the S&P. The implied value is the value it could be if NVIDIA were to complete its move, a move that hasn't happened yet. So if we do that implied value of every stock in the index, up or down, were to snap your fingers and fill the gap all at one go, then how far are the futures leading or lagging behind that example, behind that implied value? So the example here is NVIDIA moved up and it can move this much and the S&P can have this future value. If in that moment in time, the S&P is tracking the stocks that haven't moved yet, this is a move that hasn't happened yet, and futures were dipping when NVIDIA was going up, then there's arbitrage between the two for me to grab the long. So what this indicator tells me at any given instant is that there is a discrepancy between futures and this implied value. If it's positive, it's telling me that futures are behind the implied value. Like there's some stocks that are still moving to fill their gaps this way, and that this is an implied value that hasn't happened yet. It's designed to be a leading indicator. Now, the example became when it started pulling back here, I closed my trade right there. And as you see, we haven't reclaimed a higher high on that indicator, and it looks like I closed my trade at the right spot. Early, exactly the right candle. The goal is to use these implied moves to be able to scalp out of the trade as quick as possible. We build these strategies, right? We invented all of this stuff here. Yeah, we're like a team of math nerds. I also love you for real. Andre, I love you too, bro. Seriously. You guys are awesome. You got 29 points on the run? All right. Set 472 to 605. It's 29 points. It is 29 points. Whoa. Whoa. Look at the number. Whoa. Whoa. It moved from the bottom, 72 to 602. It's exactly 29 points. Whoa. To the penny. The ARB indicator said 29-point move is possible, and it moved exactly 29 points. This is telling you about how much well, again, maybe it's just coincidence. I'm getting excited over nothing, but we'll see. The goal was for it to do that. Tell me how far it's going to move. Again, who knows if it's completely right or wrong. But hey, we can see, right? If it stretches that much. S&P wasn't as accurate. It said 4 points. And from here, 6,900, it went a little further. But hey, that's something, right? That's useful to know. But anyways, let's see if anything comes of this. This could be a huge, massive coincidence. But hey, it said 29 points, and it was 29 points of distance. And I close out the top. That's all that matters. Hold on, 129 points. Wait, 120. Never mind. That's 129 points. Oh, I got excited over nothing. Forget what I said then. Forget what I said. That's 129 points. My math is horrible today. 129 points. Damn it. Maybe just a coincidence then. Now I feel like an idiot. That is definitely 602, not 502. My bad. Damn it. I got so excited over nothing. Well, anyways, the magnitude doesn't matter. That's the magnitude of just the gap fill. There's more to be considered, but the question just becomes the magnitude. The idea was, can it tell me how far the stretch is? And when it starts to deteriorate, the move is over. So at least when it ducked out, I got out of the way, which is the intended use. If it could give me the exact number, then I've cracked the code. But apparently, I was like, that's too coincidental because the gap fill, there's more to the price move than just the gap fill. But hey, I got out of the way at the top, and that's good enough for me. So, damn it. No, don't clip that. I got excited over nothing. All right, I used to be good at math, damn it. 29 plus or minus 100, okay? There's a significant error in this. When I saw 29 and 29, boy, I got happy. Okay, 29 plus or minus 100. Right, shut the fuck up, you guys. Jesus. Oops. Oh my God, y'all are too funny. I got so thrilled. I was like, no way. Well, I'm actually just happy that the number is actually in a usable sense. Like this morning's value, I mean, it was at 400 something thousand. I was like, oh, this thing ain't gonna work. And all my tests, I was just happy that it shows a usable number that actually oscillates between positive and negative. So an example is like, you see how it's a more responsive, it's very much similar to resilience, but it's more responsive. It's the sensitivity portion of the resilience code. So anyways, man, I got so excited to see if it was like right on point with the amount. It shows that there's just a discrepancy between the futures and the implied value. So if the number is negative, it'll become like the market should be, or like say the example is when we were trading up, what ends up happening, and I'll tell you guys how it works on the example using like IWM's curve. Okay. If all the stocks are right here in the middle and this ARB thing said 0, and NVIDIA were just to move to right there, the index would say, okay, well, NVIDIA has this much more to move, therefore the index will have that much more additional value from that extra market cap of NVIDIA. And therefore that extra value is added to the index for the implied value, and then we use the futures divided by the SPX divisor to get that sort of actual current market cap value of the S&P. Or sorry, the futures current value times the divisor gets the market cap. We compare the two market cap differences from each other, and therefore you have an implied market cap difference. Then we just redivide by the divisor and get yourself your new value of the S&P. We compare the current futures value to the new value, and ARB will tell you if futures are lagging, negative, or sorry, negative means the implied value is below current futures value, which means if things were to keep moving, futures need to go lower to catch up. If ARB is above 0, it means futures need to go higher to catch up. So it's pure arbitrage, but it's not on current prices. It's on move that hasn't happened yet. So if a stock were to move here, the algorithm is calculating the stock's value here before it's happened. So the idea is it's purely a leading indicator. It's the whole point of it. And the idea is it useful for something? Because it really is resilience, but it uses a different portion of the resilience code to make it more acting and sensitive on all parts of trading now. So resilience was just useful for pivoting off the box itself. Now this ARB level is telling me, because it's negative, futures are lagging behind the index, which is actually lower, which means MHP break might be more possible. So the idea was kind of inspired because I got drunk at a wedding. I did like I said, 6 shots in about half an hour's worth of time. About an hour later, I'm sitting there at the table, just like staring into space, working up this code in my head, because I was kind of burned from the idea that December kicked my ass. It was literally this day. We fell to MHP, then Liquidity Pocket, then DD Band, and all 3 times it failed. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I can use that portion of resilience, it's that sensitivity portion, to let me know if the index has arbitrage in general there at each pivot? If the ARB level was negative, I wouldn't be buying the dip with 50 contracts or 10 contracts. I'd be buying the dip with nothing, maybe a couple. So I was like, maybe I can use that everywhere instead of just off the box. And then it seems that it's been a good play because right now you see it's not bouncing up MHP with a negative ARB. So it's almost like a universal resilience, but better. The part that it's a leading indicator helps me make stronger decisions. So the example is like here, you see how resilience is sort of like moving and ARB has its own value. It's a better acting resilience, and it should be able to work everywhere, every major pivot now. And I was like, if I had some protection like this at that time, when I took that huge freaking loss on stream, it'd be better. It's calculating all the stocks within NQ, just Sam. Yeah, and all the stocks within S&P as well. So example is here, futures overshot, now ARB went positive. The question would be, ooh, if this were to go really positive here, yes, I'd want to grab the dip on that overshoot to scalp it back up. It's a scalping tool. Now the question is it useful? Where is it useful and how is it useful? Right now, it's just testing. So I came up with the idea, we whipped it together. This is the first day we've had it finally working and usable. The question becomes, how usable is it? Right? Like if the market's falling through pivots, which pivot is the one you want to hit? That really becomes the answer. And it was inspired by the day that kicked my ass. See, every time my ass gets kicked, I get something out of it. Maybe I lose 100K this day, but I make millions on the back end coming up with a new tool off the idea. If you're falling and you have strong pivot here, here, and here, and you fall in ARB is negative, and you fall in ARB is negative, and you fall in ARB is positive, then that's the one you're going to hit. Right? And so that was my whole idea. I remember sitting there at the wedding where we're just like chilling. I ate all this food. I'm sitting there 6 tequila shots deep because we're drinking with the bride and groom and all the friends. I'm just sitting there like everyone's sitting around me at a table and I'm just kind of like staring off into space. And she looks at me. She's like, "Are you bothered by something?" It's like, oh, you're doing your thing again. They know when I'm writing code in my head, don't interrupt me. They know, she knows I was pissed off at her or something. She's like, "Are you bothered by something?" She's like, "Oh." And I'm just like, I'm just writing code in my head. Get my phone, scribble it down, get home. I code in VBA of all things. I didn't have time to whip out anything else. I was going to write in JavaScript, and I ripped the data from Thinkorswim very quick into a spreadsheet. I wrote in VBA, then I gave it to him, John. I said, can you convert this into JavaScript for me? And he whipped it up, and then I went through a second iteration of it. The example right here, see how it's positive? Now, as we're falling, the next heavy pivot, I'd be more likely to buy the dip there. Let's see if it works for that. Again, I have no idea how it's going to work, or if it's going to work, or if it's even useful. But the goal is we're going to test it live on stream and see if I can use it for scalping. Which pivot is strong, right? Can be used for that. Let me zoom in on the scale here. Man, I got so excited if I can count the exact numbers, though. But there's more to the actual value of the index than just the gap fill arbitrage. Like, the idea is that the gap fill is a very important portion because it's the highest and lowest volume of the day. But also stocks moving outside the box. So what makes it different? Okay, we got some strong moving here. The difference between this and resilience, what makes it the main difference is that we actually add the stocks that are outside of the box this time. Resilience is only pivoting in the box. So the major difference is if NVIDIA, for example, is like above or below its redistribution zone, you guys who went to the boot camp will know the difference. If NVIDIA is up here, the arbitrage still includes NVIDIA's actual value. There's no implied value anymore. It just uses its own value because there's no implication. Once NVIDIA jumps inside of here, then it starts using an implied guess value. So it just uses the stocks at face value if they're outside of the box and the implied value if they're in the box. To give you a little bit of discrepancy. There's really no way to produce a future pivot unless we just use every next interrupt, which was my next idea. You guys just went through the interrupt class. If NVIDIA is like so much further of a distance of a target that you can guess, that's high volume. The problem is we don't have high volume pivots that we can implicate other than open and close in the hedge pressures, right? So the question is I want to maybe write the code that the stock's next hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure, or open and close are considered for implied as well for round 2 of ARB. So we'll see what happens. I know markets die today. Don't we have a market dying today song? By the way, guys, we got a little bit more time to go. Phidias came in this morning and offered us 15 prop accounts to give away. Let's do something fun. Y'all do me a favor, friends. I love y'all being here every single day. We totally killing it, man. Rocket Scooter Strategy is on fire this year. I've had the best trading year I've ever had. It's been great. Type in Phidias in chat, guys. We're doing a tiny little giveaway here. I realized I haven't had the music on in a while. And don't forget to get your songs into the song submission channel, because we'll be doing a song giveaway pretty soon. I mean, a song contest pretty soon. Let's go to like early on. If you submit AI music to the channel,
hi, my name is Dave, and I caught the dip again. I thought it was the law. It was just another Wix. Saw red on the 5-minute hot, skip the beat.
Our tools, yeah, if you go to the description of the video, you can get the Rocket Scooter tools all in the description of the video. So the idea that we have an implied value indicator is actually designed to be a leading indicator. Y'all understand the math here. What makes it exciting is that it's a leading indicator. It's not a lagging indicator. It's not looking at price action what it is. It's looking at price action what it could be. So it gives you
and feel so right until it's wrong. I had dreams of 6-figure P&L. Now I'm just a meme on a trading screen. Said I'd wait for structure, said I'd be wise, but that wick, it whispered lies. Twitter told me by the dip, Discord said volume's legit. I even saw divergence, bro, I swear. Then came the liquid rocket's blade, another low, another fade. Support is fake, my will is thick.
All right, time in videos in chat, guys.
But this next one's gotta win right. Welcome to Knife Catchers Anonymous. Our dreams are bold, our risk preposterous. We fight the flow, ignore the signs, then cry in group when we cross the lines. Charge to red, my soul is two accounts in drawdown deja vu. But we'll be back, we never learn. Catching knives till everything is gone. Hey, yeah. Hi, I'm Dave. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hi, I'm Dave, and I caught the dip again.
So y'all know the trend, like Grok, the Grok posting in a bikini trend. Have y'all seen that? That's all over Twitter this weekend. Oh, let me show some New Year's photos. I'm into. So I put the ass in the middle. I took a photo and I was like, "Hey Grok, put me in a bikini," right there. And so Grok responds, and I was like, I thought Grok would put like a giant bikini across the car or whatever. And Grok just responds with an AI chick in a bikini on the car. So I was like, all right, that's good enough. And so I said, good enough. Then Grok responds again with some kind of like AI iDoc variant. I don't know, because somebody's like, iDoc got coded. I didn't even say anything. I was like, okay, that's good enough. I wanted a bikini on the car, right? I was like, I just I think they put like a bikini bottom on the car would be funny. So I got a chick with a bikini. I was like, good enough. And apparently Grok found that to be an instruction to like code a random Asian girl on the stream. And then they go iDoc coded. And then Grok thought that was some kind of like high tech comment. If iDoc coded meant optometrist ad vibes, I nailed it accidentally. Grok, you're stupid. You got every part of this instruction wrong today. We asked you to do none of those things. I wanted to see my car with the bikini on. Apparently it didn't happen. I have a type that knows me. What happened? I have, y'all like the unplugged versions of our songs. All right, type videos. We'll do a giveaway just a little bit, guys. A couple more from weekend. I don't have a type, but it seems like all my pictures are with Vietnamese women because, well, the Vietnamese girlfriend has Vietnamese friends, so. This is us, New Year's. We went to a dinner first and went to a party afterwards. There's iDoc, you guys know her. And then these are just two of our friends came with us. There's me with my Hugh Hefner style jacket. That was we went to this place called Park House. Park House is this it's like this like kind of like country club sort of thing. What do you think about joining? They do like events and all kind of stuff. And it was actually pretty fun. The theme was New York. So they had like inside, everything was decked out like Park Avenue style. It was like high fashion New York was the theme. And there were like hot dog stand vendors and like shawarma vendors and stuff in there. So basically, like, you wanted to get food, you'd walk up to a hot dog cart inside of this giant event place. It felt like walking on the streets of New York. There were like trees and fake snow and pretty cool. It was decked out like you were walking on the streets. It was kind of nice. It was a pretty fun event. But like, you know, bands for, it's like, you know, it's like country club sort of vibes. So the music was like certainly not cool. The music was like wedding music, you know, you're like in there and they're like, shout a little bit louder now, shout. And the band was playing like wedding music. But then they put jazz music on later, which is actually better than the wedding music. Oh, you guys can use the Rocket Scooter code with Phidias now. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. get some. All right, Gary Gals, congratulations. Or Gary Ingalls, sorry. Gary Ingalls, let me probably say that right.
Hold the line, don't
Fade away.
Hold the line, don't fade away. Market, please don't die today.
Let me see if I got some.
Hold the line, don't fade away. MHP, please hold resilience, rise. Keep this ball alive. Monthly maps don't lie. Please don't die today.
The unplugged version of all our favorite songs. I love it. I like the AI puts the fake woo in there. Whoa!
Crack up the charts.
I'm holding off on the trade right now to get lower lows. 206, 203 support DD band. I might take one final stab at this.
He knows why. You gotta draw more fans to make price fly. You've only got 10 emojis helping the pub. Those are rookie numbers. Get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Oh crap, I forgot to add everybody's story to my story. Whoops, all the stories expired, dang it. I wish I had pictures of the event. Joseph, type something in the chat, buddy. I think I've got my funded TV today. I think we're live, so at 11:30, at 12:30 Eastern, I pop over to my funded TV over there. You guys can follow me over there. They do giveaways and stuff on the channel. Then I come back here for the afternoon. I stream the afternoons too. So this was so we took all of our favorite songs and somebody wrote AI version of the greatest hits, Nirvana Unplugged style. I love the album cover too. Look, original songs. She's a Fine, Tech Trader, the Whoosh Fan. Oh, they got Keith's Whoosh Fan in here too. Okay, I want to play that one next. So if you guys, there's a song submission channel in chat. If you go to the song submission channel and submit an AI song, twice a year we do this huge competition where we vote all the songs. We go through them, and the winners win Lifetime Rocket Scooter. We give away tons and tons of prop accounts with it. It's a huge event we do. Tons and tons of prizes. So if you want to play, you like writing AI music, any kind of song, a good song, a funny song, a chill song. People have written like opera, Disney versions. It's been crazy. It's been a really fun event. I have the song Dinoro and Gigi D'Agostino in my mind. I love that song, but I don't have it. Well, we can't play it on here though because of the copyright, but dude, that takes me way back, dude. Wait, you fixed my car post? Wait, did you actually give it the bikini? Hold on. Let's see it. Hold on. Bro, you did. There we go. That's it. Brock understood the assignment. Not bad. Although, looks like, he needs to kind of like trim the bush around the edges, if you know what I mean. There's a little bit of a, kind of looks like Borat there for a minute. I like it. All right, cool. Wait, so I want to hear the unplugged version of Keith's Whoosh Fan. John Ripple, type something in chat, bud. Don't forget to sub to the channel, you guys. The water isn't helping. I know, right? There's like water. There's like the pool area. The water just like sometimes just drains there.
Red and green, a fence which cuts through the sea. The prize is taking flight.
Oh, I don't think this is Keith's Whoosh Fan. I think this is the other Whoosh Fan. How's Arb doing? Arb is way positive now at the pivot. John Ripple. Oh, it is Keith's version. Yeah, it is. Yo, Keith, are you in here today, dude? Where's Keith? Yeah, there he is. No, this is yours. Whoosh Fam blowing up. He rewrote it though. Whoosh Fam blowing up. It sounds different than your version, but the lyrics, it does have Whoosh Fam blowing up. I think it rewrote the lyrics. How many is that? All right, you get 2 more to give away. These are Phidias accounts, I think, of any type. Yeah. Slacks will have more information about it. I think they said any kind. Whoosh Fam blowing up, low and high, low and fast. Yeah, that's your song, dude. Yo, ICT in chat. What's up, dude? AI songs are surprisingly good. You like the blues tracks me share on YouTube? Look, guys, we got ICT in the house. What's up, buddy? It's good, right? I'd say like it's kind of catchy. All right, it's good to see you, Mike. All right, so Phidias said it's an eval of your choice. Oh, you got a ton of fans in here, bud. All right, one more. Happy New Year to you, man. Hope you guys are well and you and the family are well. The Unplugged is so cool. Like, so these are all regular songs that we all have and we play with here. Yeah, like we play on the stream, but then like somebody went and made the Unplugged version of it. It's so funny. Is that the real ICT? That's the real one. They got the check by his name and everything. You don't get a YouTube check unless you're a substantially sized YouTube account. Somebody. That's Trader. That's funny because that's such a meta joke for today. Apparently, I heard that Pat just jokingly destroyed one of his monitors and was like basically like, fuck today. I'm gonna go out on the boat. I've had days like that. I feel it. I feel him. He's probably just being funny about it. I'm sure he doesn't care about the day. He does very well in life. All right. We've got a couple of pretty good songs. I'll play, like we had the song submission finalists last year. Let me tell you guys like the songs that actually won. So if you write these AI songs, we put them through, like we had this contest where we all vote as a community, like which one we like the best. And so I'll play you guys some of the ones from the last time that were actually like the finalists, right? So we got to the end of this. The trade I'm waiting for is a little lower tap at the 206, by the way, on NASDAQ. I'm not doing anything just yet. Although we did get close to MHP on S&P. We can see the ARB indicator pulling back a little bit, so I still don't trust this is going to rally out. So here were the finalists last time, and we had a bunch of really good ones. Which one was this one? Riding on my rocket, watch the stocks ignite. Money in my pocket, got the future inside. This one I liked a lot, called Chasing Profits, because it reminds me like it has a gorilla sound to it. But it also sounds like if you guys are big on the hip hop scene, like in Houston, it's totally got like a Ghetto Boys feel to it. If you guys like remember the Ghetto Boys. Rolling with the profits, never looking back. Stock market dreams and we're on our track. Rolling with the profits, never looking back. Stock market. Okay, this is the last one. Cruising on my rocket, riding waves of green. Investing in the future, living out the dream. Hedge fund war is where the kings. You're right, dude. It's like straight up like it's like 1992 Houston hip hop sound, man. Assistant Cope, yeah. Get touched. Last one. Type something in chat. Claim your prize. Winners of the contest. You need to go to my Discord, which is link in the description below. Go to the contest channel in the Discord. talk to an admin named Slacks, and then send him a screenshot of your YouTube ID and the email you sign up for Phidias with, and then he'll hook you up with the. You have an hour to claim your prize. Yeah, this song's pretty legit, right? So we got some of the other ones, and you guys got so creative with this too, which was so cool. Let me go to the end. This one over here. Hold on, finalists. There was that one was really good. The winner was the Market Please Don't Die Today song. Let me show you one of my favorites, which is kind of one that we play that's kind of appropriate to play right now. This one had like, imagine if there was a musical, right? You guys ever see like Broadway's show Book of Mormon by the South Park guys? It's just this like it's so funny, dude. If y'all haven't seen, it's like South Park into a musical. So I was like, if there was a musical somebody were to write, Broadway theatrical rock musical where it was about a bunch of like trading degens, like doing cocaine off the cleavage of hookers in the alleyway of a fucking club in the middle of New York, with a guy with his like tie tied around his head off to the side, and he's like, his friend is like overdosing on heroin in the alleyway next to him. And it was like this degen like intro review song to like a musical about like these hedge fund bros. Then you would have a song like this. The idea would be fantastic. Like, I would maybe I should write a musical called Fun Bros, you know, and it's just about degenning on Broadway. Listen to the lyrics of this song. It's so funny. It's called Knife Catchers Anonymous. All right, that's it. The 5 of you guys, y'all are the winners today. Congrats. We'll do more giveaways in a little bit before I get out of here, but
no confirmation, no real bias, but I hit long. Now I'm red in the face. It was thin, tape was slow, but something
giveaway's over. No more typing. Today was a little bit better than like the day that we had those 2 Wednesdays ago where it just fell with no bounce. Now it's had bounces on the way down. It's been tradable. I've made money to the long side. All my trades today were long, I think. Yeah, you're welcome for the giveaway. Yeah, every day we do stuff, man. Congrats to you guys. But I think the market ends today. I think today it ends down. Like, this is a real decisive day for the rest of the month. I was kind of worried that the market was still going to keep selling off a little bit to start up the year. That's not the best thing. This feels flashy to me. Like, a day like this will end up with another day down. I'm a little worried that the way that didn't respond to the upside, that we're back to like sort of a December thing. We might be down for another bad month. Especially today now that the volatility is back because the entire index is now selling off. I don't think this is a recovery tomorrow, but we'll see. I was telling everybody today, I think today's the day, just wait and see. Like, we're either way up or way down. And I said at the beginning of the stream, is the market's going to make a very quick decision on how people want to perform for first quarter. And people have been sitting on their hands since December. They locked in their profits, got their bonuses. Now people are waiting to make their decisions for the year. Daily candle is pretty ugly, yeah. That doesn't look too good. I was kind of betting on the other side of the coin. And we'll see how things turn out. DD ratio is still above 50, so it's still decent. I like the Knife Catchers Anonymous. Like I said, imagine some guy like, you know, it's all these hedge fund bros. They go to this party. They're all like revved up for this party. They're in a cab. And at the end of this, like, one of them's like dead in an alleyway. He got stabbed or something. The other one's like puking in a corner. Another guy's in a doctor's office. The doctor gives him the results of the test. He tested positive for like hepatitis. It's like basically the party just completely goes to shit by the end of the song. And then that's like the first act of the musical, right? I imagine, why has nobody written this before? This thing would win all the Tony Awards. It'd be funnier than Book of Mormon. You know, like, bros, we got a party tonight. Yeah, but it's Tuesday, man. We got to work tomorrow. Fuck it, it's Tuesday. Let's go. Like and they're all at the end of the song, they're all sitting in their office. They got ice packs on their head. like one of them didn't show up because he's dead. Like, and they just play it off like it's normal, like it's a normal Tuesday. Who wouldn't go see that musical? Come on, it'd be hilarious. Shit, Billy didn't come into work yet today. Oh yeah, Billy got stabbed last night. Oh, what happened, man? What a party. So the Knife Catchers Anonymous. It's basically just a song about degenning. It was hilarious. It was one of the finalists. It almost won. This was one of my favorite songs, and I actually got this. I'm not gonna lie, I got this on my playlist when I go to the gym. It's my favorite styles of rock. If you guys remember the band Red, I told Tech to write me some music that sounds like Red. It's one of my favorite bands ever. Did you write the Hangover scenario? Yeah, basically like almost like Hangover, right? Somebody's asking ICT some questions in chat. What are your thoughts on something about liquidity and fair value gaps? Oh. That's a question for IC to answer. A nice spike and bleed down again. Probably 13 to 14 is pretty damn low. It's been low for a while and it hasn't moved. I think now the new year is here, it's finally going to try to start moving. I mean, we've just been permanent decay because nobody's been really trading anything. Dude, this song, the chorus on this is like fantastic. I listen to this when I work out. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's always from the right place. Dude, this song goes deeper than trading, right? It's quoting something I say, which is the most important part of risk management, is being wrong from the right place. It means you found the right place to trade from. Like an example, this is the right place to trade from. If I'm wrong from the right place, then I'm always wrong small. A lot of people will chase this long and they're wrong from the wrong place, and then they end up buying at the high. It's always like you got to try to be wrong from the right place, so you're wrong small. The song goes deeper, like emotionally, man, but on trading. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. The chorus man hits hard, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but it's always from the right place. So this is like probably my favorite of the songs. Well, they're hard to say which one's your favorite, but this is the one that's like my style of music, so. He says, I refuse to chase, but if you were to change that lyric to I refuse to change, the whole meaning of the song is a personal journey rather than a trading one. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's always in the right place. I refuse to change. That's some cool sounding shit, right? So Phidias says, answer your question with the OTP option. Yes, no activation fees, you guys. For standard evaluations, there's an activation fee. Very cool. You think more down coming to those trapped longs based on the measured move? The measured move has been very big, right? I'm a little worried worried about the finale of today, and I'm still not going to jump in on a short here. Market's liquid enough to hold off the selling. It's trying to die, but we're still kind of all right. This the ARB indicator has been pulling back and pulling back and pulling back, which means that we're still got up potential, but the up potential is less than before. So here we had a green candle spike, and this kind of took a little nosedive there. Let's see if that's an indication of this not rallying out. So that one was pretty good. This one is also really, really good. And it's only really, like, I guess, completed if you get the image that goes with it. So they were doing a lot of AI images of, like, me and my trading screens. But if you hear the song that goes with this was one of my favorites, too. all you 80s fans out there. To me, it sounds very much like Human League. I don't know if you guys know Phil Oakey, Human League's the 80s band, sounds exactly like Human League. Hey, Jorge, hey, good, so for the data, you have to get the data we sell because it powers your indicators. Stock data we sell, futures data you need to get from a broker. So for futures data, if you want to convert everything to futures, most people get both. You need to open a brokerage account with one of the CQG compatible brokers and then buy your data through them. So an example, dude, with the boombox, you like that? So the way that you get it is, so most people choose AMP because AMP is the cheapest account minimum. It's $100. You just open an account with AMP, put in whatever, and then they deduct the balance and sell you the data, and that data connects to Rocket Scooter. It's the cheapest way to get it. If we were to redistribute data, as you know, data is very expensive for futures. You pay them $75 per exchange. This, you get it for $1 per exchange, plus the API fee. It's like $12 or something a month. I don't know if Fidelity works with CQG anymore or does. I don't think they're on the list. Can I explain the 30% MAA rule was liquidated for daily P&L? Okay, so 30% MAA rule is that you can't lose 30% of your profits via drawdown. So if you have like 100K count and you make 200K, 30% is 60,000 bucks. So if you buy and this dips down to 140,000, even though you held through it and made money, they don't let you basically use a big buffered balance to martingale or YOLO your account and hold their big losses. So you were liquidated for your daily, not your P&L for the trade. The drawdown is what it is. It's basically like a trailing drawdown that denies your payout. And it's designed to keep you from using your account buffer to just hold through losses, to cross your fingers to make it back. Yeah, it kind of sucks. They just raised the CMG, CQG data is up by $1. Oh, really? Yeah. Last I checked, I was paying like $14 a month for my futures data. So when you get your CQG data for futures in Rocket Scooter, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna go here, click that chevron to open up the bottom section, click on connections, and just log into your CQG account here. You should be fine. And as long as you buy the data from your broker gives you the CQG credentials, and then it just tunnels into the platform. We do it that way so you get futures data for cheaper. It's like a life hack to do it. If we were to sell futures data, it'd be expensive. You like the 80s song? Pretty good. Dude, it's so catchy. All right, just a couple more finals for those of you that don't remember. If y'all weren't here, new folks, we had a couple of check this one out. We went to all kind of categories. There's a category that AI music does very well. It's blues and jazz. Blues and gospel. AI music kind of gets metal wrong sometimes. Like the voices sound weird. The riffs are good, but the voices are kind of weird. Like AI metal doesn't scream right. It doesn't hit you hard like Phil Anselmo's voice hits you in the fucking soul. But gospel music and AI, dude, is on point. It's like perfect, you know what I'm saying? AI don't miss when it comes to gospel. Now I'm sitting here down 50%. Sitting here down 50%. You got the $4 data package from AMP, yeah. You got the $4 data package from AMP, yeah. It's like $4. And then CQG adds their API fee on top of that, and I believe it's $10, so it's about 14, yeah. For Rocket Scooter or for Candle data, you only need top of book, so don't get level 2. Top of book, with any data provider is going to be your real-time candle data plus your historic candle data. Level 2 is just extra information on the DOM, so extra bid and ask. This, they're doing Suno. So Suno is the program everybody's been using. If you write a song and submit the song submission, we're going to be doing a song. We'll do another one of these contests this month. So towards the middle or end of January, we'll do it again. Yeah, who would have ever thought AI has a soul, right? Because it's got some soul in it. There's an AI of Outkast, Miss Jackson. Okay. So that song was one of the finalists. Oh, that line. A couple more. Some of these good. Like, there was like, oh, this one was good too. Okay, this one was good. This is also on my workout playlist. So remember, the ARB indicator hasn't been growing with any strength, and this has been kind of inching up. Well, blues and gospel are typically not protected by use case as well as other genres. Oh, so there's probably a lot of like availability for AI to get it right. That's true. I need to upload all these to Spotify, huh? I need to just make a Spotify playlist in general. So I'm not buying into this bump up here. This could be a bull trap. Bullside case today, like I said, I still don't want to short this. Bullside case would be from here to here on a reclaim, or better yet is let it overshoot, reclaim, get the bounce here. I want to take this leg here. I'll wait for the overshoot by the bounce. Let's sit on this. Oh, the one you tagged me? Okay, I'll play it next. So the question becomes, can we utilize this portion of the resilience code that we call the ARB portion to let me see if the market has potential to move? As it is sort of depleting and depleting and depleting, it means most of the stocks have finished their upside move inside the redistribution zone. And once it gets close to zero, it's exhausted the potential. So it's like a pressure gauge. And the more pressure there is, the higher the probability of a move to catch up. That's such a good song. We got a new... Wait, which gospel was this one? There was a couple of really good ones. Oh, the Bateman one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember this was that. I don't know why this one didn't make it. I think this one got cut in the semifinals. This song is so good too. It's got that energy, you know? So right now, Price is trapped inside of what it's like this no man's land. We've kind of broken out of bull territory into bear territory. A little unusual. I really would like to wait to see how this market plays out before I do anything big anymore. Price is random, but volume is king. Like, here's what's so great about AI. Let me teach you guys something about what AI is doing. So AI understands the sounds of the language, and it's getting like the alliterations portion and the beats right. Like I'm trying to explain it a certain way. It sounds the same. If you were to mumble, Price is random. It sounds like Christ is risen. It like AI tends to understand these parts of language. This is a very common thing that's spoken in most gospel music. And volume is king, right? Like Christ is risen and he is king. Price is random. It sounds like on beat. It almost sounds the same. AI is kind of brilliant in that aspect. It really kind of gets it, right? Oh, Price is random. It has that Christ is risen sort of sound. You know, it's a very common line in most gospel music. And so the fact that it can get Price is random and match it up with that same sort of like beat with music, it's kind of brilliant, right? ED ratio is below half, guys. Take a note of that. Anyways, that was a really good song. I remember that. I like that one a whole lot. All right, a couple more of the finals from last time. Here's one that's Maroon 5 style. So somebody saying, DB Trigger, are you talking about the Apex thing with 30%? If you mess up the 30%, usually just deny your payout. And they'll tell you not to do it again. And you got to wait you have to wait the 8 more days to trade. Now with Apex, you can flip 3 of those days, right? So just 5 of those days can be 50% profit. So just, or $50 of profit. So just trade 5 more days with profit. Usually they don't cancel the account if I'm not mistaken. They just deny your profit. Which browser works best for Rocket Scooter? You're experiencing issues with Chrome. I use Edge with no problems. I don't use Edge for anything else. That's why it has like no extensions or anything in it. So it's just bare bones. I've never used it for anything. The reason I like it for Rocket Scooter is because you can create an app out of any Edge. When you open up an Edge browser and you go to any website, you can go into the settings and make an app. So here I can make an app with Edge, and it gets rid of the hyperlink bar and all your bookmarks and stuff. It gets rid of the borders on the browser. So it looks like a desktop program. So you see how mine is missing all of that stuff. So that's why I chose Edge, because you can just do that. Then I make the app and I drag the app onto my taskbar with the Rocket Scooter logo, and I just click it and it opens the program. Pretty much all your major trading platforms are browsers. Even this right here. This is the same thing. This is a browser. This program here. It's written in a browser. Please go down on me. Why did we break Bear Zone top, Bull Zone bottom with high DD? Well, remember, market's going to do what the market does. DD finally caught up with it. The index and futures sometimes move ahead of it quick. And here, DD is actually not that high anymore. And on transitional days, when DD was greater than half, we did bounce, right? I did take that trade, but then we started losing the selling. People are just selling the stocks. And now all the stocks have finally caught up. DD is more of a stronger, longer term pivot. indicator, or longer term, sorry, more broader indicator. It represents all the stocks being in bull or bear zones, the more market cap. So right now, enough market cap is still bullish for it to hang in there, but it's right on the edge of going bearish. So you'll see DD flip-flop from like half to less than half during strong trends. So this is an example of, if we close less than half today, we're probably entering a bear market for weeks, you know. Oh, so they liquidated you for it? Oh man, I don't know. It's been a while since I traded with Apex. I don't know the answer. Can I see the cons with the new prop style tenacity trading with tournament style? Let me tell you about this. These guys have never reached out to talk to me before. So I'm always wary of any new prop firm that doesn't give me a phone call before they launch. Straight up, because I don't understand why they wouldn't want to be part of the community and teach us so we can teach y'all. So number one, I don't know anything about it because they haven't said anything to me ever. I'd hear from you guys about it, and it's like a tournament style thing. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a creative, clever way to do it, but I know zero about it, so I don't know. Calvin, wait, which area of town do you live in, dude? Yeah, we'll do a, well, shit, what's today, Friday? We might go, yeah, well, maybe we can all do something this week. I don't know if anyone's still in town or whatever, but in our Discord, there's a meetup channel. And in the meetup channel, we can all plan stuff. So join the Discord. It's open to look. Actually, speaking of today, I need to get a car wash. I met this guy in the neighborhood who was washing somebody else's Porsche, and I was like, I got his number. I was like, hey, you do car detailing? Hey, when are you? The idea that guy come out to the house and get my car washed. Discord, the link is in the description below the video. So wait, somebody lives in City Center. FX Golfer, I think, lives in Humble or Kingwood area, I think, or Humble area, right? And you live in Kingwood, so you guys would be FX. Don't you live in Humble, right? If I remember correctly, somewhere up north. City Center and Yoinked. Yeah, so man, Calvin, you and FX, dude, you guys are almost neighbors. In City Center, yeah, because City Center is out by close to the Topgolf we went to. We had like 6 of us show up. We all went and played Topgolf for fun. But anyways, the tenacity trading thing, I don't know much about it. Usually they sit down, these firms, and they're like, hey, we're starting a new prop firm. We love to tell you about it. They'll usually call me and sit down with me and explain it to me so that I can explain it to y'all. And I haven't heard anything from it. So I'm always a little wary, like, why aren't they reaching out to, talk to people? I don't know. Aston Martin owners usually get a second car, a tow truck. Oh, that's so funny. So far, nothing's been good. Nothing's been bad on it yet. Everything's been somewhat good. All right. So I got 45 minutes. Man, today's gone by so slow. Which song is this? Oh. Yeah, dude, Bori, are you in Houston too? Yeah, you guys go to the meetups channel in Discord. And Discord, link in the description of the video. And the meetups, just post, network with each other there, because we'll do, occasionally people will do announcements or stuff. But maybe this week we could do something. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Yeah, we played. It was me and I don't know if Brad, Ali, Sir Darb, Ali was one of our mods. Are from Houston. Some of the other guys that came, they drove from Austin. Sir Buck and BJ the DJ came from Austin. They drove out. My Fun and Futures, I go live at 12:30, so. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a hint about something. I'm planning an event with My Fun and Futures. It's going to be a huge event that you can all participate in. I'm not going to say anything further, but I'm sure you can kind of guess between the lines what I'm talking about. And my quote-unquote huge event is going to be the hugest event of the year, hopefully. And huger than anybody else's huge event that they've ever had. Because we got the funding and the budget approved and the marketing approved for all of it. So we'll see. We'll see how it is. I get to design it from scratch. I'm the head of the team that's designing it. So me and other Matt, Ash, and a couple, anybody, like basically all the hosts, we're all going to get, anybody that wants to help out is going to help out. So I'm going to have a meeting probably this next week to talk to people about it. If it's going to happen to be probably a couple months later. And the best part about it is I get to design. I didn't say much about it. Again, I'm just hinting. I'm not going to say anything else for a while. Okay, look. ARB just dropped below 0. So FYI. And we need a name for this indicator, by the way. Who else here is from Austin, by the way? I don't know if BJ and Buck are in here. Austin, Texas. Who are my Austinites here? Low Dots is from Austin. The song is sick. Dude, it's like Whitney Houston, sort of like. Oh, Starbuck is here. All right, yeah, so he's from Austin area. These are the finalists from the last song. All right, what do we got? I like this one. This one was cool. It kind of reminded me of the Kings of Leon. Yeah, so on the dashboard, the accounts will be there. I don't know if they've made... Andrew, can you ask them? Hold on. They need to make this account that I have an affiliate. I don't know if they've made it yet. And assign the Rock Scooter code to it. But I'll try to get more information about this Tenacity thing. Oh, I do. I have the affiliate info. Okay, it's been done. Coupons. Andrew, I got them. Hold on. Here. Hold on. I got to end the song. Here you go. There they are. Add them. I texted it to you. Oh, crap. Not the word use. You got to get rid of that. But yeah, add that to the sheet. There you go. Sorry about that. Anyways, Stock Market Wizard. Thanks for letting me know, bud. You told the scammer that God is watching, he apologized. Dude, they're so relentless, right? So, hey, by the way, as the market was moving up, we took the nosedive. ARB's serving its purpose, I think. Like right here, it took a really quick nosedive to negative, and then we just started selling again. I'm really loving the sensitivity it has to pivots. I'm liking it a lot. Now, yeah, you guys message each other on Discord. Just send him a DM on Discord. And go to because that way it's private. Monthly maps are still saying bullish. Kind of. For today. But look at this. Look at the overall, right? Not necessarily bullish or bearish. Today, still okay, but volatile this next week. So the week is going to be an explosion. And also, bull side liquidating, bear side getting stronger. Almost growing into bearishness. Like, you see how the bear side is sloping up, which is not what you want to see. People are shorting harder. and bull side is liquidating. So both are sloping up, usually implies a bearish sort of regression. That's S&P. Nasdaq is kind of like in a sort of like similar boat. Although the bull side's getting slightly stronger on Nasdaq. So when you look at both of them, it doesn't look good, right? So he's a stock market wizard. Oh, this picture here.
It's a happy ending. He'll be inducted in the stock market Hall of Fame. He's a stock market wizard. Dollar signs in his eyes. All of you better recognize the market wizard every single time. Yeah, every single time.
All right, so now we're getting approaching strong pivot territory in the S&P. But the way that today's progressing, and this daily candle is looking pretty sick. The way it just kind of looped up and turned around like this, it feels like that this month is going to start off with some downward move. I don't know if I'm going to try to scoop up anything from here. So if there's any bigger pivots that I've ignored. Let me zoom out for a minute here. Oh, okay. 59 and 41 or 60 and 41. Okay, we have old pivot red lines here. I'm just going to draw them just to show that we have something. The question is there anything left that's playable? I don't just want to jump in and try to short this. Double check Nasdaq really quick. Dude, that 4-hour candle is just nasty. Okay. Funny thing, I made all my money longing today. Being what it is, every single dollar I made today was from longing. Not crazy, right? You don't have to pick the direction right. You just have to get the trades right and in the direction you got. All your money was made from longing inside? Right? I mean, the market's moved. It's had some bumps. Yeah, the pre-market was good. That was good. That was good. I didn't take that one, but all my trades were long today. Do we have anything bigger? Nasdaq side. Anything back over here? I have not drawn this here. Oh, that would be why. We'll imbalance to finish today. There's a 938 there. Nope, not the right day. Yeah. Oops. Oh, you want that? Not the right one. I was trying to do that one. Oh, that was too far away. Oh, I need to go. Get back 2 weeks ago. Hi, Doc. You all right back there? I heard something break. Can we? How are we going to mount those things?
I don't.
Oh, well, it needs to be mounted with nails, I guess. to war. What's your favorite? That's my favorite bar.
Bar.
Permission. The heck? Can take you anywhere. Are you going to Piatis? Or did you come back? I didn't get out far enough here. What? Ask me what? What's up? No, let's do that other thing. Yeah, let's do that. Down here. Okay. We have to chart down here. Would you guys like a playlist of all the rando songs that we have from the songwriting contest, mixed genres, whatever? Or do y'all like just the chill background music like this? Did she dye her hair? Oh, everybody, show everybody your hair. Wait, look at her hair. She's a blondie now.
Get it back. Pretty blonde now. From
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
but believe
It does feel like hay.
holy piano.
Oh, yeah. Stretching. Do not hesitate to contact the folks at Fidius if you have any questions about the services the team may have uses. We appreciate you guys being here today in chat. I have my fun and TV today. It's back to work is back to normal.
Okay.
Today's Friday too, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
With corporate holiday.
Well, I'm glad I came to work today.
Bed go. Turn on live. Of a dude. I understand.
No. Oh. I know. Let's need more trade thoughts for today. Oh, hold on. What are you guys talking about in chat? All right, what's up, chat? Would you do one more giveaway before we get out of here in a little bit? How screwy is the new TS0 payout rule? And it drops your score on your prop site. I actually need to program Top Sip in there today. That's my next step. Any question on your PC RAMs? Many RAMs on your PC and specification. Yours out of date for the trading that you do. PC spec. You have 8 RAM, Windows 10, 3 monitors, and at 1 GB graphics card, 730 GeForce. Arturo, so for trading, you don't really need a sophisticated computer with lots of like power per se. The most important part, I would say, for just trading, if you're doing nothing else, is just a good CPU. Good multi-core CPU is good. If you're using NinjaTrader, you kind of need like a really fast, depending on how many indicators you cram into that, like a really fast dual-core processor is usually utilized for like single-threaded processes that just need like raw power for one application. Doesn't use multi-core feature, which most programs these days will take advantage of a good multi-core processor. You can get the newest, one generation older computer, perfect for trading for less than $1,000. Depending on you want a laptop or a PC, you don't really need to go all out to get a trading computer. If you're streaming or you're running like 20 different kinds of software, you might need to up the RAM and go a little heavy on that. But you won't need more than 16 gigs of RAM and a really nice, 8-core, whatever, like middle tier multi-core processor, something that's been made in the last 2 or 3 years, you can get under $1,000. You only need a graphics card to power your monitors. If you need to power 3 monitors, any modern graphics card would do it. I would say if you're going to get something with a newer graphics card, you don't need anything. I don't know if new PCs still come with 3000 series NVIDIAs, but the 4000 series is one generation ago. Almost dirt cheap to get like a 4060 Ti, or not even Ti, just a 4060. Will power 3 monitors because the 4th generation powers 4 monitors. And that will come in almost dirt cheap these days. 4060s cost nothing for a PC. I wouldn't buy, don't anybody talk you into like 32 gigs or of RAM or like a 5000 series NVIDIA. You don't need any of that. You're trying to stay on a budget. You can go bare minimum for trading PC for the most part. For me, I buy top of the line stuff because I'm like an enthusiast, so I waste money. I have it, but that's the difference. You don't really need that much. Laptop and external monitor, yeah, just as good. What platform support indicators? Every platform. What platform support indicators? Our platform now have our indicators in it. We're currently working with NinjaTrader to get our stuff in Ninja and Tradeovate next. Up the RAM, yeah, but you need a couple more of those 13K days to buy some RAM. Yeah, so don't go. So like in this day and age, you buy a computer now, the price will be jacked up because of the RAM. You don't need 32 gigs if you're just trading and watching YouTube and doing nothing else. 16 should get you by. 32 should be more than enough if you want to spend a little bit extra money to also play some games and whatever on it. I have 96 on this computer. I never before 96 ever had in my life more than 32. And that was always more than I needed. How many monitors do I use? 7. So I've got 6 monitors here, and I got this one right here, which is a tablet I can draw on, but I have since decommissioned it. As you see, the plugs are dangling because drawing on this monitor was where I can draw on the screen, which was actually kind of a nice perk. Like I can draw on the screen with precision with a pen. However, I gotta like turn my head to the side, and it's really weird, and I can't put it here. I mean, maybe I can put it here. I don't know. I reorganized my desk, and it was just weird because off to the side. It would go clankety clank with my mic over on this side. I'll figure out how to do it. But 7. So I have 2 graphics cards over here. I've got a 30s. I have a 5080 in this computer. So a big one. It just powers like the main, just in case I want to play some games or whatever. And then I got it like a 3070 or 4060 or something rinky-dink just to power 3 monitors. So I've got like a beastie brand new top of the line card, and then I've got a tiny little rinky-dink card that power the other 3 monitors. 7-minute abs, y'all are funny. Bump, 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 bump. You upgraded to 16 gigs as a game changer for you? Oh, nice. Why'd I get a bamboo tablet draw? Oh, well, I have a Wacom, which is like a drawing tablet. It's really nice. So it'll mirror the screen that I have, and it's a really nice, like the Wacom Cintiq Pro. It's really, 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 really nice. So it's an art tablet, and it comes with a pen, and you can it'll mirror like the screen right here, and then I can just draw on the screen. The pen has all kind of features, like I can click buttons to delete, like Control Z, Control Y, cut and paste. I can literally draw on the screen, and it will do the drawing on the screen itself. But the fact that it's an art tablet means it's like this is like a high def 2K monitor on the side that I can draw on. So it's a really nice display because it's for graphic artists to like do digital artwork on. Silver monthly maps. The only reason I don't use it is because it's off to the side over there. Can I paste the winners to the sheet? Oh yeah, I'll get it for you in a minute. Hold on. Dude, silver monthly maps are all jacked up. There's like no rhyme or reason to this. This is so chaotic. Like, it's extremely volatile right now with no direction. Kind of hard to come up with something with that. Oh, you make a new. You made a new. All right, I got you. Oops. Just above it. There you go. All right, Sir Andrew. For affiliate questions, just reach out to me. If you have questions about being an affiliate with us, just reach out to me in Discord. Yeah, the monthly maps in silver are completely just jacked. Like silver looks busted right now. With the move that it had, you can imagine that that's very tulip-like and not really structure-based. So I would doubt that you're going to get any sort of sensible information after a move like that silver has had. Right now, it just shows volatility and both sides liquidating. So this is kind of like the exhaustion point of the move. Yeah, the best way to go broke is silver futures. I was looking at stuff where like Brett Simba was posting, like I shorted one silver contract last night and made like 20 grand. Like on one contract. That's ridiculous. Edge and Rocket Scooter is working great, Lamb. Okay, cool. Yeah, and if you make it to the app, if you go to the settings in the browser and go down and like create application out of it, it'll save a desktop icon. You can give it the Rocket Scooter logo or whatever, and then drag it to your taskbar, which is kind of nice. So my Rocket Scooter is down in my little taskbar. I just click it and it pops up just like this. Kind of nice. Gabe said they had two computers, PC with the AMD GPU, MacBook Air with 32 gigs of RAM. You have a high RAM, do a lot of different things running at once. Not needed for most people. Yeah, so I have two different computers now. Like over there, I got the Intel 285 or 280 or whatever. It's like their newest 32 core processor. I think it's 32 or 24, I think. What the name of them? Hold on, wait. Not 280. What the heck is the... My gaming, I did it kind of backwards though. My gaming machine is the Intel one. The 285K, that's what it is. Yeah, so the Arrow Lake 285K processor over here on my gaming laptop. And my gaming laptop is it's got a 5090 in it as well. Dude, it's so good. $5,000 laptop, but dude, worth every penny. And actually, I got it for $4,000. I got $1,000 off when I bought it when it first came out. Micro Center was having a special. So that is a beast of a machine, but it has an Intel processor in it, which I should, and I have the 9950 in the streaming computer, which in most applications you'd want the Intel as your workhorse and the AMD as your gaming machine, but they're both so powerful. They both work great in both instances. So, this is my first time returning to AMD on this machine. The 9950, I love it. I didn't get the X or whatever. I forget what that. There's another one that comes with extra unlocked, like level 3 cache, I think. 9950 X3D. Yeah. Like, since I'm not doing gaming on this machine, I don't need the 3D cache to go with it. Yeah, so my gaming machine is 4K gaming, yeah. So even 5090 on a laptop, like this machine is a 5080, so I could game on this if I wanted to. The laptop's a 5090 for 4K. And 5090 on a laptop is always like less powerful than 5090 on a desktop. I mean, it's probably like 60% as powerful. And even so, with frame generation, dude, I can run 4K 240 hertz, matches the monitor refresh rate. I think that monitor is actually, no, I think that monitor is 360. I get like 200 something frames on ultra settings 4K from a laptop on any game, period, with full ray tracing and everything. I play Cyberpunk with like greater than 200 frames a second on psycho settings and full ray tracing. This 5090 is like so powerful. It's just unbelievably powerful, even on a freaking laptop. It's nuts. Well, with the frame, but you need the frame generation to be able to do it. So I think that frame gen came out with the 4K, the 4 series cards. It uses like AI to generate future frames. And so it take like natively, I'm probably getting like 60 frames a second on those settings. But with the frame gen, you can get it all the way up. Yeah, frame gen is crazy. Thinking of Power Food plays the Whoosh fan just for fun. Yeah. Left 4 Dead on Toshiba computer with 10 frames. Oh my god. But yeah, so the reason I got the laptop to be a powerful gaming machine, because like I was planning on doing a lot of traveling. And I was doing some traveling last year. Earlier on in the year, I was like, well, I might as well have a gaming machine if I travel. I can play games in the hotel when I'm there or whatever. Dude, when it comes to any kind of ray tracing, I've never had a glitch. So the games I played since I got the laptop was Apex, obviously, Battlefield 6, the Call of Duty, Elden Ring, and I benchmarked, like tested a couple of games that I knew had like ridiculous settings. Like Cyberpunk is like your benchmark for your machine and ray tracing. And it was just like flawless, dude. Like without a hitch, 4K flawless. You need a 5090. A laptop costs $5K. If you want a 5090 for gaming, don't get, like, if you want a future-proof 5090 for gaming, get a desktop version. The laptop version is always going to be less performance than the desktop version by a significant degree. But these day and age, the games do not require, even with the nerf on the 5090 laptop, the games still run flawlessly. Because games aren't power. The new generation AI technology makes the 5090 work splendidly well on the laptop. But like future proof, who knows what games will be like in 2 or 3 years. I might have to get another laptop. The only reason I went overkill on a 4K laptop like that was because every time I travel, I'll go to Best Buy and get a 4K monitor, and I'll just keep it for the week that I'm there, and then I'll return it at the end of the week. So I was like, I need a 4K rig. It's going to overheat, guaranteed. Yeah, GTA 6 is going to make everyone probably upgrade, I bet. The best part, the laptop, and I'll tell you, when you get gaming laptops, I'm a huge fan of MSI. I have never, ever, ever, ever had issues with MSI laptops overheating. They have been so good with their cooling solution and the way that their cooling is done. They actually cool very quietly, and they cool very well. MSI has been like my favorite laptop. This is my third MSI to have. I love it. As far as like the brands out there, they just do laptops right. It's like, think Alienware at like 80% of the price, and it's got a better cooling, I think. It's like, yeah, Alienware is good, but MSI is the same components, just better and better performing. Alienware is more like you just want to show off at the coffee shop that you have an Alienware. Not needed. Yeah, Lance will be profitable before GTA 6 comes out. You hope so, right? Let me see if I get something on that. See, I know I got pictures of the garden gnome. You have a Trade Zella code? I do not. An Alienware can't be upgraded? I don't know because I've never had one. The best video game in the world is trading NQ on Market Replay at 400% speed. That's an insanely that'll test your reflexes. Razer makes beautiful laptops. Razer is very good too. I've never owned a Razer laptop, but I would say that I own Razer everything else. They're very nice looking. One of the coolest features of MSI laptop is the lighting around the edges. One of the ones that I had this like LED ring around the front. So this is the one. The one I have now looks like this. I don't know if this is the one. I just picked up a random picture. But the one I have, it looks like this on the front. It has like LED lights, so it has this like lighting scheme. It's really neat looking. The last one I had a diffuser on the front, so this was you couldn't see the individual bulbs, but you can see like the color gradient. And it was even cooler looking 2 gens ago. Yeah, MSI laptops, they always are just so clean looking. Cheaper than Infinite Futures. I got to go in about 3 minutes, you guys. But thanks for tuning in. We will be live on MyFunded TV today for about an hour. Then I'll be back here on the channel for the afternoon. Oh, yeah. Hold on, Andrew. Affiliate link. There doesn't seem to be... Oh, banners and links. Okay. Bad, here we go. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, it's time for me to roll out of here. We had a great sesh. I'm going to be live on My Fun and TV Lunch Money with Matt. We'll continue the streaming awesomeness over there. You guys come over. They usually do giveaways on that stream. I run the Lunch Money with Matt show on My Fun and TV. And then we'll leave the stream on here. We'll be active again. You guys just come back over. After that, mods are posting a link in chat. Everybody click that link below. Oh.
Trends we ride with heads held high. Resilience makes the weak ones fly. Future volume crystal clear. Rocket scooter leads no fear. No more guesswork, no more loss. Seeing past the others cross. Institutions will be seen. Predict the flow like a machine. Rocket scooter, you've got the key. Pull back curtains, let me see. Where institutions hide. Doubt can't live where you reside.
And after My Fun and TV, just come back on over here. What's the best workhorse gaming laptop? I'm not going to aesthetics and mobility. You want something that works? MSI is the best. That's what I'm saying. It's mobility. It's the top of the line components, but it's cheaper than Alienware. I've never had an issue with MSI, and it's my third time getting a laptop. I don't buy anything else. I'm sure they're all pretty good. MSI, Acer, Asus. They're all comparably priced. But for the highest end stuff, I always get MSI. They always seem to have everything first. Like the 5090, it was the first 5090 gaming laptop that ever existed, which is why I got MSI again. So they tend to have like the first builds on stuff. But again, they're all similarly priced and you're not going to have much of a difference. Just don't go Alienware unless you really want the jazz that comes with it. It's nothing special about it.
Crystal clear. Rocket scooter leads no fear.
That's just my opinion. Laptops.
Guesswork, no more loss. Seeing
With the component differences, you're not going to see major differences in prices.
will be seen. Predict the flow like a machine.
I like MSI's cooling though. The laptop doesn't run hot. The cooling is silent. Not silent, but like more silent than other laptops. I've had laptops before that just scream at you like they're whistling when you're gaming. MSI's, for what it's worth, it's just a...
Where you
You got headphones on, you can't hear it.